And we are recording.
Alright, last time in our troubling tales, we milled about for a bit. Darcalion got his vat of dragon's blood from the queen. Salvix still isn't, thrilled about the queen murdering Dragonborn because, nobody would miss them. We then, there was a brief, I believe, section where Serenix and Salvix and them buried said Dragonborn and their dead, gave them a good memorial. From what I remember, the amnesia with Briar has subsided for mixed results, being that still very angry at the world. K2 had a existential crisis for a little bit, realizing what is the point of all of his goals. And we ran into good old-fashioned Tom Eric again. He proceeded to inform Briar that he has the ability to teleport 1.5 people. The half including himself. So through a mixture of shenanigans involving Tom Eric and some teleportation, we have all managed to, in some capacity, make it to Gillimore, and imbue a couple of us imbue each other, or at least themselves and their weapons, with special properties from the monster essences that they've acquired, with varying results. Some of us are now a furry, and one of us is even more edgy, and somebody has the ability to dig at least 5 feet into the ground.
I was about to say, one person got something great, and the rest of us are kind of pissed off.
Did I miss anything?
No. Not as far as I can tell.
Alright. That's all you missed on Dragon Ball Z today.
Alright. So we will pick back up with you guys having just finished several infusions. Still in Mithildor's office / lab.
I think we have more infusions to do, I believe.
Yeah,
at least we talked about.
You've finished a couple, and you
I think
still do more. But
yeah, I think the only one of us that has any more.
Yeah. Me
too.
So they all is in this moment searching for a monster in the room to just be like, I want to try again. That was bullshit.
There are no monsters in the room.
I mean, you have an edgy sword.
I've got a sword that could. I had a sword that could do 2d6 damage per turn. That can now do 3d6 damage per turn. I changed basically nothing for 600 gold. I am pissed.
I mean,
trade ya.
1d6 extra damage.
1d6 necrotic damage.
You add that up over time.
On 3 attacks.
1d6 is still more damage than anything that my gear can do.
But you augmented gloves. I augmented a sword. Damage is all the sword can do.
The only thing I'm good for now is digging a fucking grave.
Jesus Christ.
I'm wrong.
I hate that you wear it.
You, in a different sense, you at least can kill things again now. You have reason to be happy, at least. Maybe not about
that. No, we haven't done his bloodbath yet.
Kill yet because we still haven't cleared the curse.
Listen,
well, I meant more along so that we were on the verge of that. You've got more good things coming.
Listen,
we're on the verge of greatness.
You just needed to risk it for the biscuit of becoming a mosquito man, and
So
I'm really glad that I didn't risk that.
so damage hit
Damage.
the most out of all of us.
listen, think of it like an investment. All right, it long-term returns. All right, you're in the stock market now.
Well, it's not going to accrue value over time.
It'll add up.
We'll be able to do 4d6 damage 2 weeks from now.
I mean, 1d6 in samurai terms is still a lot of damage over the course of one round of combat when it's like 3 attacks per turn.
Technically 3d6 per turn.
Yeah.
That extra 1d6 will definitely not hurt.
That's the difference between you having a jacket and not having to wear one.
Oh.
I never wear a jacket. I'm always showing off these goth shoulders.
Oh God.
Yes.
Jesus.
Listen,
Yeah, you know he doesn't have guns.
listen, Thale. Clearly, you're not satisfied with the end results. I happen to have this essence of air elemental that I'm not using.
You want to risk it again?
You know what? Every part of me knew this was coming, and I'm equal parts happy as I am upset about it. I don't care. I will pay you for it. Because I'm assuming that's what the ask is going to be, right? You want money for this?
What are you off?
Or a favor.
Yeah, I was gonna say K2 deals in a lot of different things, you know.
Okay, well, hold on. Let me take a breath. Let me take a second. Let me be in character for this conversation.
Yeah.
What is it? Just like what is this like? Are there like sizes to elementals, or is it just elemental?
It's an air elemental specifically.
Yeah. I mean, there are technically sizes insofar as there's air elemental, the elder element, which is
Yeah, there's other types of elementals that all have specific names. This is specifically an air elemental, which is a creature in its own right.
I'm like trying to find its block.
So,
it's just air element.
Oh, I think I found it.
anyway, back to the conversation at hand.
Yeah.
Are you asking for money, or are you asking for a favor? Because I'm open to both.
In this moment, I am more interested in money.
Any other favors can come later.
Okay. I think I want to say I spent about 300 gold on the Casme Soul, and that was a CR6. What is the CR of the air?
No, it's 100 gold per CR, isn't it? So
So it would be 600 gold.
You spent 600
No.
gold on your CR6.
No. I'm talking about to acquire the soul. And then I paid
Air
for it.
Purchase the soul.
Air
Yeah, you pay
Elemental is
for
what
that.
challenge. According to this, is challenge 5.
I mean, it's about the same, and I'm trying to be friends with K2, so I would offer him the same 300 that I paid for the Casme Soul.
To be fair, that was also an auction, so, I mean... And we're
Yeah, but I still had to bid for it, and also, I'm not offering it to you, so don't worry about it.
Oh, 300 gold, pretty good.
That is nice. It's not as good as 400.
No, it's not, but it is still 300 more than you have right now, so that's something to consider. Look at it this way. You work 4 days on the dock, and you make basically what I'm offering you to make in 3 seconds.
I mean, if 400 is too much, then that's fine. We don't have to do the deal.
I mean, do you need the extra 100 for something, or are you just trying to get what you can out of this?
I mean, it'd be nice to have a little extra walking around money.
Then I'll offer you 350. Fair in between, I would imagine.
I will take 350.
The shit-eating grin. He will take your 350 gold.
It's funny when you can.
I mean, it's
hear
fine
the
with
grin.
me. I don't really care. I've got more money than I know what to do with right now, and this is not a huge loss for me. So,
Man, what's that like?
Yeah.
Just don't ask me how low I would have gone.
Feels like not having the.
I mean, like, I first for a moment I was like, do I want to haggle with K2? And I was
No.
like, I don't. I was like, well, more than anything, I was like, I don't know that we want to do this dance for the next hour, and I'm still trying to make K2 like me, so I'm gonna make this easier for both of us.
All right, well,
In some circles, haggling is seen as a sign of respect.
you mean in
some
your
Are you
circles?
telling me that you would have taken it as a sign of respect?
Yeah, if when someone takes like whatever like the market value is without even trying to barter or haggle or anything, then that means that you're not truly interested. You just are buying it on a whim.
I mean, I think that's one way of looking at it. I look at it more of just trying to secure the purchase.
It's a
okay.
culture. It's a
All right.
cultural thing.
Now,
Yeah.
what are you going for with your air elemental?
Well,
Well, let me pull up its stat block quick so I can.
Because it's got a lot going for it.
it's got a fly speed. It's got an air form. It's got a
Mhm.
whirlwind ability.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like if I was going to fuse myself with something, this would be the best thing to do that with.
Well,
Oh,
It's like
Correct.
it says
Yourself or armor.
fly, but it also in parentheses next to fly speed of 90 feet says hover.
yeah. That means if
Which
you're
is-
knocked prone while flying,
don't
you don't fall.
Yeah.
You
You don't
just
fall
hover.
out of the sky, which would be a nice thing to like.
It is
stick
nice.
into
Oh yeah,
Well, you're
yeah.
also
I'd
just
be
a- well,
I'd be a fan of that.
They're also immune to the prone condition, but
Well, that's
Well, yeah, but like,
yeah.
like
That's why they're immune to the proc.
also if like their speed is reduced.
wait, you're always hovering. You're never
you,
Just
I'm
real-
fine with always hovering.
I'm
you
serious.
no longer have a walking speed. You only have a fly speed.
This will
Jesus Christ.
bear in mind this
That's
could get
fine.
awkward if you get screwed with an air elemental body and no one can like hold on to you, and Davina is now just like permanently unable to be carried by you.
I
And
mean,
also-
I don't really
and also
carry
you're
it around in a physical sense, though.
And also you're naked because your air form can't wear clothes.
Yeah, you can't wear clothes, so if she hides in your clothing, she wouldn't be able to do that
Well-
either.
So she doesn't hide in. It's not a physical space that she hides in. First of all, and second of all, I feel like these are judgments that Joshua would be or that Joshua would be making, not the two of you.
Yeah, I know.
That sounded more aggressive. I want to say quick. That sounded more aggressive than I meant it to. There's a lot going on in my
It
environment
really
right now
did.
that I'm trying to get figured out.
That made it sound like shut the fuck up, you two. I don't give a shit what you have to say. I was like,
Yeah, I'm trying to deal with like 6 different things right now, and everyone's talking, and I'm just like, I am overstimulated.
Everybody take a breath. Everybody
this is where you
take a breath.
deafen yourself and go into the zone.
Deliberate.
Okay.
I had that Shasuva essence
So-
for what, 2 years, and I still waited like till the last second to actually figure it out.
So, Josh,
Josh.
Why?
if I fuse myself with the air elemental, is that going to preclude me from wearing armor?
You don't know.
Oh shit!
I had no idea what was going to happen to me for my Shasuva essence. It's a gamble. That's the whole point. It's like you get.
Literally, like.
Oh no! Here's the thing.
If you infuse yourself with the essence of the air elemental, the mutations are random based on the effects that you get and the strength of those effects. So Tori did not grow a tail because she did not choose the stinger. For example.
So if I just specifically don't choose the air form, I don't necessarily have to worry about that then, because that is like, I don't know if that's like an inherent feature, because it's like it's on the thing. So I feel
There
that
are other
to me,
things on there that could lead to that. But that would be the most likely.
Okay.
Okay.
When conditional immunity.
Yeah, it's mostly probably down to your conditional immunities. Like if you don't want to be able to be grappled or restrained or those kinds of things would probably involve your body getting slightly windy.
And again, that makes perfect sense. I guess.
Depending on
Yeah, I
what-
wasn't trying to turn you away from risking it for the biscuit. I would just like it for you to have the big warning. This might happen.
No, and I appreciate that. I very much so do.
And also, depending on what you want, you might not need to infuse yourself.
Is Ryan cutting out for anyone else, or am I just?
He was cutting out a little bit there.
Okay, yeah. I mean, you want
I-
to move your mic? I think your mic was too far.
I changed the sensitivity to be less sensitive.
Yeah.
And
I think
now
you made
it's
it.
not enough.
Now
Yeah,
it's
now
not
it's a
sensitive
little
enough.
not sensitive
Yeah,
enough.
yeah, okay.
It's tough finding
Brian,
a
it's not
happy
sensitive
medium.
enough.
Oh my god.
What the fuck is going on?
Welcome to Wednesday.
Ryan's gonna kill me.
Okay. So, looking at this, the things that I know for sure I want the fly/hover speed. I don't think I'm going to take the whirlwind because it says that it has to be used on a creature that is in my space, which says to me that it would make my body all airy, which is what I want.
Yeah, that's more of something
Mhm.
I would put on like a weapon, like a
Yeah.
whirlwind
weapon.
attack.
Whirlwind.
Whirlwind.
Wah wah.
So I'm thinking the things that I want, I think, are mainly would just be like I said, the fly speed and like I don't know, probably the damage resistances, or like some of the damages resistances, whichever of those I could take, like the damage immunity to
You
poison.
can take all of them.
So I
Yeah.
do that.
Each one is just a separate roll to see if you get it or not.
Okay, so yeah, I'd want the damage resistances, I want the immunity to poison, and then probably the condition immunities for things like exhaustion, poisoned and paralyzed. Because I don't feel like any of those things would have to do with my body suddenly becoming discorporeal.
Paralyzed is maybe, but the other two I think are fine. Paralyzed is like on the cusp
I
of
think
potential, but I
the
feel like you'd
reason
have to
it's
probably roll really high.
the reason it's immune to paralyze is because most of the time when you paralyze people, like magically, you're like paralyzing like their blood, and elementals don't have blood.
I will maintain there is a rationale for it
Automatically.
to not do that.
I feel like of all of them, it's like probably the least risky, but it could happen.
The only reason I maintain that is because Salvix is immune to paralysis. But that's
So
also,
that
that's
so-
also because of a class feature and divine bullshit.
Yeah.
yeah.
Not because you're
No.
shoving an elemental soul into you.
Correct. Mine is out of pure spite. Realize me, I got shit to kill.
Okay.
Without paralyze, you're at 7.
Say, and I think so with the prone thing, if I have the hover speed, and like again, because that gives me a speed of 0, but it gives me a fly speed of 90 feet plus hover, does that automatically give me give me immunity to being prone?
No, you can still be prone. Hover
You
just makes
just
it so that you
can't
don't
fall out of the sky, yeah.
Okay.
So if you're flying 90 feet in the air and someone knocks you prone, you're not going to fall to your death.
Yeah.
Okay. Alrighty.
You'll just be
Yeah.
prone, floating in the air.
So yeah, so in this case, the fly speed is the hover is part of the fly speed, so there's not 2 separate rolls for that.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's still 7, right?
Yeah.
Fly, lightning, thunder, the weapons, poison,
Paralysis.
exhaustion. No, you said
exhaustion. Yeah.
exhaustion, and then paralysis was the iffy. If you go for paralysis immunity, it puts you at 8. If you don't, you're at 7.
Also take unconscious. I don't see why that would have to do anything with would have to have anything to do with the form of my body.
I will
it's
warn
random
you.
and risky.
If you are immune to the unconscious condition and you drop to 0, you die.
Oh well, then
That's
yeah,
what it
I'm
sounds
not
like
going
to
to
me.
do that. Thank you for the warning.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
a fair.
Yeah, if you can't go to unconscious, you
cannot
you
go
go
unconscious.
To 0.
You
Skip
get
to
0, you die. That's
Not
how that
Petco,
works.
Do not collect 200.
Okay.
Yep.
Let's light that candle.
Yeah, that 100% sounds
Great
like
against
two
like
thing.
the sleep spell, but like, eh.
But also Theol is an elf and therefore immune to the sleep spell anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, you might wanna, maybe not. So yeah, 7.
My only other question, last one. Can I learn the language that it knows? Can I learn Orin through this?
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
Technically, yeah.
8.
The soul is
Alright.
conglomerated knowledge. I see no reason why
I
not.
think about the languages when I rolled my Shisuva. I totally
Yeah,
should have gone for those. I'm dumb.
Yeah, you can do
Okay.
practically anything on here. All right, so I'm gonna write these down. Fly.
Lightning.
That's not how you spell lightning.
Lightning.
Lightning, thunder,
Feel the
weapon,
thunder.
poison
Lightning and the
condition.
thunder.
Oh, weapon. I was trying to figure out what you guys were talking about for weapons. I was like, I thought we
Bludgeoning,
couldn't
piercing,
get
and
the
slashing.
multi-attack.
And then you said
Poison condition
exhaustion.
and it'd be poison condition and also immunity to poison damage.
Like me.
Okay,
Poison.
yeah.
Poison.
Poison
Are those two
damage.
separate things?
Yes,
Yeah, they are.
Okay.
Yeah, they are two separate things.
And then you said exhaustion, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
And then Orin.
Exhaustion, paralyzed.
No, not paralyzed.
Not paralyzed,
No.
but Orin. Okay.
Oh,
And
if
Orin,
you're
so
immune
it should
to
be
That's the
8.
list.
if you're immune to exhaustion, that means I can cast my new spell on you.
Can I just shuffle this cool system we have here, specifically only with creatures immune to exhaustion, over to Sunday
Good luck with that.
for 5 seconds? So I can just grab that real quick and then send it back to this world.
Unfortunately, unlike Josh, I do not like crafting mechanics in the game.
Yes.
I love
But
crafting.
hear me out. I hate exhaustion more.
Well, you already know where I
So-
stand on exhaustion next campaign.
If I raise you that, where do we stand?
Oh, so if we shuffle over this system for exhaustion to Sundays, and then I just start implementing exhaustion more on Wednesdays, then it balances, right?
Nah.
I mean, Mike, Josh, as a fellow DM, I think that's a fair trade.
I just want one campaign where I'm not suffering from PTSD.
Yeah, this
Alright.
one.
Josh, if you could, please roll me
8D100.
D100.
You got it.
And you're refusing yourself, correct?
Yes.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure in case I missed something.
I was gonna say that's the only way he can get the damages, right?
Yeah.
And the conditions.
And the condition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was considering maybe I could do that with my armor, but I figured that my armor probably wasn't high quality enough for that, so I was like, just do me.
Yeah.
Can't do it on armor. Has to be done on yourself.
Yeah, the condition stuff is
Okay.
on us only.
Yeah.
Because
You
you're
said
infusing your
8D100?
physical form. Yes, sir.
8D100, yep, for all 8 effects.
Okay. Sorry, my thing is taking a while to load the
Yeah.
dice
Like-
roller for some reason.
Maybe if you were doing one damage type, you could do it in armor, but multiple.
Flash
Yeah.
roll 8D100.
Oh.
Flash R. Yep.
/R/roll, same
Yeah.
diff.
Came effect. Okay.
Oh, that was not good.
Ugh.
Man, I got really
that was-
screwed
You got
on that.
3.
I definitely at least got 3. Yeah.
You
I'm
have
iffy about the
you
other 8, but
You got the weapon one.
Yeah,
you get a fly speed of 15 feet.
not even.
Mm.
It's a fly speed of 10 feet.
You get poison damage. You're immune to exhaustion, poison damage, and though you have the weapon resistances.
Hang on. I'll go through the list.
Let him do it.
Yeah.
so yeah, please do.
He's the DM.
Yeah, so you have a fly speed of 10 feet and can hover.
Okay.
You are not resistant to lightning or thunder.
Okay. 1 second. My pen stopped working.
Yep.
So, okay, 10 feet, fly/hover. Okay.
Yep.
And I'm not immune to, or not resistant to lightning or thunder.
Or thunder, yep. But you did get the resistance for non-magical weapon attacks.
Which is really nice.
Yeah.
It is
Yeah,
very
that's super
nice.
duper nice. That is super
Yeah,
duper nice.
you and I are we're great now. Woo!
But it is non-magical.
Shut up, Josh. Let us take the win.
It is non-magical, so every enemy we fight now is going to have some kind of magic weapon.
That's
Probably.
fine. That just means when we
Non-magical
kill them, we
campaign.
finally get magical weapons.
True.
No, they all explode on death.
No!
Versus-
We are only fighting Baylors from now
Stop
on.
giving him ideas.
Wait, guys,
No.
please, can we get through this?
So you are not immune to the poison damage.
Okay.
But with how I have it written, you are immune to the poison condition.
oh yeah, you flipped him.
Yep.
Okay.
Wait. Hang on. I think I did that wrong. Yeah, that was right.
You got it right. Yeah.
Yeah,
You flipped him in the
poison
text.
condition. And you are immune to the exhausted condition. Immune to exhaustion.
Mans could walk forever.
But the only word in Orin that you know is hello.
Oh, I was gonna say, where's the bathroom?
I figured that one would just be like a straight pass fail.
The only thing you can say in Orin is, can you show
Where
me
is the library?
Great, Ryan. We both have the same idea.
Oh yeah.
Mans no longer needs to sleep and can walk
wait,
forever.
but does he look funky?
That's the next part.
That's what I care about.
Yeah,
We're
what's
getting there.
the
We're getting there.
That's the next part. Yeah.
So, the fun thing about air elementals
Is it really though?
is that there's not really a whole lot to them. They're air.
No shit, Sherlock.
So when we
God.
consider a mutation for an air elemental,
Does this motherfucker just become a genasi by proxy?
Shut up.
no, because he's not infusing himself with Genasi. He's infusing himself with air elemental, which does mean that you do become part air, meaning that you are see-through. Congratulations.
Wait, see-through or
fully
like
transparent?
invisible?
You're
Like-
translucent.
You're translucent, so you can see your form. You just see through you, which means
Okay, so
you could still wear armor because you still have a corporeal form, but
Just you let a little light through.
yeah,
okay, question. Would
Yeah.
this inherently give me proficiency with stealth?
no,
Because
No.
I am now extremely hard to spot,
no, you are not.
at
You're
least
wearing
like in
armor.
certain conditions. Well, if I
Do
took
it.
my armor off,
If
though.
you strip naked, I would say maybe.
If you strip
Yeah, like,
naked,
I would
I'd
say
give
that,
you
like-
I'd give you advantage on the check.
Translucency has a lot of shades between almost transparent and almost opaque.
You're
Yeah.
like Sue Storm from the Fantastic Four.
Yeah,
Not really.
you're
At
more
most,
like
you're more like
Mm,
Predator.
I feel like it's more like looking through stained glass.
yeah, it's more like stained glass.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can tell something is there because you can see it, but
It's hard to make out unless you know what you're looking at.
yeah.
I was more gonna say like
Or you're
animes
close.
when the person's invisible, but you as
Yeah, it's like Destiny invisibility. Like you
Yeah,
can
well,
tell
that's
that
what I meant
somebody's
by
there.
like in the movies when you see Sue Storm, she's not actually fully invisible. You can kind of still see her for us, the audience's sake. I know she actually becomes invisible,
Yeah,
but
yeah. So it's like which form are you talking about? Like audience view or villain
yeah,
view?
audience view, not villain view. Then she's invisible.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I was hoping for more of the fly speed than I got. I don't think 10 feet is all that bad. Like, it's
Yeah.
usable at the very least.
I mean, you're immune to fall damage now.
Yeah. It also means you don't have to scale walls. You can do
I
it
never have to
fast.
sleep again.
Well,
Oh, you already don't sleep.
yeah.
You can
There are
walk
no
forever.
negative consequences if I like end my trance early or start doing something other than light activity.
Well, you just wouldn't
Depending on
get-
your condition before the rest, yes.
You just wouldn't get the benefits of the long rest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You could walk forever now without needing a break.
I could walk forever.
Serenix just pokes him because he's different now.
I'm still here.
Yes, but weird.
Just
Marty, you're fading.
adds to the mystery. Ooh.
That's
Oh,
the best.
and
That's the best comparison. Is he's fucking Marty from Back to the Future when he starts to fade.
Because I forgot to say it as well, that did also cost you 500 gold.
Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely.
All right. Any more essences lingering about?
Yes. Woo! Now that I have enough money to pay for it.
Yeah.
God damn you.
Yep.
You're just so
Symbiosis.
stupid.
There was a
Synergy
plan all
is the
along.
word.
There's
Yeah,
always a plan. What do you
There's
mean?
always a plan.
that
There's
was his plan in the long
that's
run.
literally K2's slogan. There's always a plan.
Yeah,
It's like a leather jacket. That's what's written on the back.
and 90% of the times the plan is there is no plan.
Mhm.
No, no.
My
there's
only thing is
always a
like,
plan.
if K2, if you just needed the extra money for the infusion and you wanted to just swap for it, you could have just told me that. I would have happily done that.
No, fuck that.
Yeah, if you like the barter,
Fuck being
it's
reasonable.
what
No.
gets them going.
Okay, who doesn't like being in debt?
We've had a transaction and now we're closer because of it.
I accept this premise.
Yeah. K2's homeland. Everyone is a merchant.
Everybody's just sleazy merchants.
It's too bad K2 will never get to meet my next character because they would actually be friends.
Hey!
It's
Just wait.
for
You don't know what K2's post-campaign plan is? Anyway,
Oh.
Moida!
Alright,
so...
K2, what are we doing?
Yeah, I am going to infuse the Aura Strike into my custom-made shield,
Oh.
Yeah.
and I am purely going just for the high magic resistance.
Yeah. Yep.
How the fuck do you type Aura Shrike?
Well, I
Strike.
thought it
We
was
used
Aura
to-
Strike too, but it's actually Aura Strike with a T in
How-
there.
How the heck
Yeah.
do you spell it?
It's a
I
custom
had it
creature.
on
You're not gonna
Reeland's
find it
character
anywhere.
sheet.
Oh,
and I don't have
I
it in-
didn't know that.
That's
Yeah.
why I didn't do it last week, because I didn't. I also didn't know how high of a CR it was, but I asked Josh for the stats, and that's why I didn't do it last week because I didn't know what it had yet. Like I knew
Oh,
about
also-
the resistance, but I didn't know everything.
Mhm.
Oh, also, just saying, Tori, but yeah, while Theo might not be more invested in going to Serenia now, I just thought of something, and I definitely am. So, just throwing that out there.
Okay. So, the cost of infusing your what is your shield made of again? Just
I mean, that was never really
discussed. It was part of the
discussed.
armor, wasn't it?
It was it was a custom made shield along with the custom made armor.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. It has a cool groove where I can rest my cane to shoot spells out of.
It's made out of nephalite.
Amazing.
Yeah, I'd say it's custom enough to
Wait.
to house the Aura Strike.
That's what I was banking on.
Yeah. So you're just going for the high magic resistance.
Yeah, because like there's not really anything else that would work. Like the only other thing I could think of would like maybe the gaze of the third eye, seeing how there is an owl on the shield.
Yeah.
So maybe I could go for that too. It would. Do I need the really quick paint on a third eye on the owl, or would that be enough?
It would be enough.
Okay, then
Yeah.
yeah, I'll go for both of those then. The the magic resistance and the gaze of the third eye. Real quick, if I was to get the gaze of the third eye, I'm assuming that doesn't just become a legendary action for me. That would be
Correct.
something
It would
else.
be an action. Yeah.
It's a full action.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it is a really spicy ability, so it might be worth it.
Yeah. it is. Yeah. I'd have to think how to tweak that one to make it action worthy based on the roll, but that's fine.
Right.
Yeah, so those two. So yeah, the infusion for the Aura Strike costs 1,500 gold.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
The
Yeah, that checks
CR
out.
15
I have
creature. Yep.
Yeah.
Look, it's been a while.
Yep. So yeah, go ahead and roll 2d100.
Oof.
No one's allowed to complain about whiffing rolls if he whiffs these.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I mean, these are both scalable, so you at least get something from them. It's not like a yes
Oh,
or no.
That's good.
Yeah.
100, 100. Let me see. 100.
Hey!
Okay.
186.
Good magic resist at least.
Yeah.
Which, very
Yeah.
important.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so the high magic resistance is it's not as potent. Basically on a 5 or a 6, the ability would work as normal.
Okay, so I have a 33% chance
As opposed to a
16% chance. That's
yeah.
That's still really good.
That's really good, yeah.
Yeah.
Use the short out a spell.
Yep.
Nice.
Well,
That's pretty good.
it's yeah.
I don't remember what the
It's a
order is.
33% chance of the spell going off. So it's like,
yeah.
Yeah.
It's not just me, it's everybody else in the area too is unaffected.
yeah. If the
It
area
just cancels the spell.
yeah, it's a very strong ability.
Gotcha. Damn, that's really good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then Gaze of the Third Eye would be an action. Still get the frightened.
Probably smaller radius. Or smaller area of effect.
It's single target.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
is
a
it?
single target. It's a single
Yeah.
target, yeah.
Maybe lower DC then?
Or lower duration.
Yeah.
Depending on what duration is.
Yeah, I'd say everything can stay except crit range would go for 19 to 20 instead of 18 to 20.
Sure.
Oh shit.
And then it would just last for one round.
So like till the end of his next turn?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. That definitely nerfs it quite a bit, but that's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, I rolled
Yeah.
a 29. It's that I can't really complain. Alrighty then.
Joshua, I just realized that you changed your name on Roll20 to Captain Fail.
Yeah, he did,
yeah.
he did last
Yeah.
week.
Yeah, he did it the
Yeah.
moment he got the hat.
It was pretty funny.
Bitch.
So yep, I am now Captain Fail, and at least when we're on the boat, you will refer to me as such.
If we ever talk to you while we're on the boat.
Or if we ever
Man, shouldn't be like that.
or if we
I just
ever
think of it as like a fun nickname instead of like an official
Or-
title.
Listen, if you keep rubbing it in as you have to call me this, no one's gonna talk to you on the boat.
For as long as we have the boat.
Also true. Watch us skip the boat travel altogether. Tom Eric just teleports us to Sarnath.
Oh, dude.
All I can say is I'm at least
No, we
not
have to
gonna
return the
call you-
boat. It's not ours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What
I'm
were
at
you
least-
saying, Joe?
I was gonna say it.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do
No.
this the second we get to Sarnath. I'm just gonna start luring
What we
people onto
should have.
canoes.
Joshua,
Joshua.
Yes.
Joe was trying to say something.
Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize.
It's okay. I was just gonna say for at least a week and a half, I'm not gonna talk to you on the boat. So
Ooh.
Oh yeah, true.
I mean, there's a reason.
Yeah, that's fair. He's gonna be in a jar. Or well,
That's true. That's true.
he has a very valid reason to not talk to you.
Yes, he does. I will say though, when we pull you back out of the vat, and I bring your ass back to life, I better get a hello, Captain.
We'll see.
I mean,
We'll see.
You'll get a thanks.
That's if we. Let's hope it works. Let's start with that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll get to that point when we get there.
Anything
I have
else?
a question for God.
No.
Oh,
Damn.
you don't even know what I'm gonna ask.
Oh, okay.
I was just gonna ask because I'm silly and I didn't realize we could. Can I just retroactively roll to see if I can learn Abyssal? I'll pay for it if I have to.
Fair.
I mean, sure, go for it.
What the
You get
hell?
free words.
What the hell? I can't believe that they dropped this new DLC after I already paid for this other piece of DLC.
I actually,
Right.
real quick, I'm actually kind of glad Tori asked that, because we really didn't talk about the mechanics of this before I did my infusion the
Correct.
first time, and so I wasn't like, I was like, a little, I kind of wanted to ask, but I also didn't want to be like asking for too much.
You can never ask for too much. The risk is the reward.
Yeah,
Do you
the risk is
risk-
the reward.
Do you want to risk your blade becoming sentient and trying to murder you and everyone you love?
yes.
I mean, I got a pretty high strength. I think I could rein him in.
I think I can take my own sword. It's fine.
It's not whether the strength is whether or not you can resist.
Yeah, since language was we had decided was a yes or no, then it's a no.
Okay.
Do I also get to know how to say where is the bathroom in Abyssal? And hello?
No, you
I
can
feel-
say, please show
I
us to
don't-
the library. Remember?
I don't know if Abyssal has a word for hello. Most
You-
demons will greet you by trying to rip your face off.
Is there a word for goodbye?
Yes, finishing ripping their face off.
I'll let you pick. Joshua got
You-
one
you
word.
can-
He
you
got
can-
hello.
You can
I
say
also
the
want one word
phrase,
or a sentence.
take me to your leader.
Take me to your leader.
Nice. I will take it.
Funnily enough, Abyssal is a very physical language. You have to actually grab someone and, like, by the lapels and scream it in their face.
Oh god.
Well, I got extra big teeth now just for that.
What are you talking about? I can understand it fine.
Do we have any other essences floating about now that we need to take care of?
I think K2 was the only one who had more than one.
I do
Mhm.
have another one. However,
What else do you have?
I have the essence of the Trinity Wraith, which I haven't decided whether or not I want it or not.
What the fuck does that do?
It's just a normal wraith.
It's basically a normal Wraith.
Yeah.
It's got some.
It's just got a
some,
fun
spiced
name.
up a little bit.
It's
but-
spiced up a little bit,
yeah.
but it's basically a regular Wraith.
That's
I
Yeah,
think
we said we don't have Edward anymore. That'd be perfect to infuse into him.
Yeah. See, the only thing I would like use it for is like a self infusion to get like its fucking plethora of resistance.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's like acid, cold, fire. It's like everything. Jesus.
its
I'm not-
abilities
Why
aren't
don't
very
you just
good.
do that then? That seems worth it.
Because I've got standards.
I mean,
He doesn't want to be ghost. He doesn't want to be ghastly.
Well, because K2 already has something dead attached to it.
Yeah, it'd be kind of. I can't double dip with the undead like dark magic shit.
I mean that could
Yeah.
be interesting
Wait,
to
this would
drop into
technically be
Sentinel.
a triple dip with a homeboy you carry around on your waist.
Oh well,
Oh, yeah, true.
he's an
Oh,
accessory. That's different.
yeah. Omen doesn't really offer any benefit magic-wise
No, I know,
to K2.
but- Still carry him around.
Yeah.
Doesn't
That-
really
that
offer
was-
much
that was more for
benefit
the-
except for the like very small amount of knowledge he might know.
Yeah, it's more for
Maybe.
the memes, to be honest.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
He's just happy
Yeah.
not to be stuck in that tomb anymore.
I also just I
I'm
love
just happy to be here.
I love the trope of just like this D&D party of crazy diverse races and then just one guy.
Some dude.
Just
Yeah.
some dude who's also there.
Stuck on the waist.
Yeah.
It's like what why is that guy just a human? Just like, oh,
Yeah.
he has his own thing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
He's the Batman.
I'm not gonna lie, that could be interesting
And-
if you
and
set
it's-
that into
it's-
like
and it's usually the human that ends up being the weirdest out of all of them, and it's like,
Yeah.
Mm. It is
I'm
so
not gonna lie,
true.
we stick it into Sentinel, he could be fucking
Oh my
terrifying.
god.
That would be
he-
absolutely horrifying.
would
Go
Sentinel
there.
would
It's
not
too
fit
big.
in the infusion
Yeah.
chamber.
Damn it. It's worth a shot.
Yeah. It's for a Goliath.
Shrink him.
Sentinel is the size of about 2 of those.
Yeah.
I'm just
So,
gonna put him under
um,
like a reduced spell real quick.
just to kind of put
the
a,
infusion
put a,
takes more than 1 minute.
Fair.
so that kind
If we-
of put a.
If not,
Sorry.
I'd pay for it.
Look, we can do it if we ever find a potion of diminution, because that lasts for an hour.
Yeah, there you go. All right, Josh, you were saying?
Yes. So my last question about the infusion stuff, because I don't think there's a whole lot from the Chasme other than what I did that I could add to the sword. My only things that I think may be possible would be like either the max HP reduction thing, which I don't know how necessarily helpful that would be, but I feel like it could be depending on whether or not we come up against all people who have good heals, because that's definitely a possibility. It'd be either that or the drone thing. But if it's the drone thing, my question would be, would it still be the exact same effect to where like no one is immune to it except for demons, or would I be kind of able to arbit that? Because if
Above game, I don't know if you could infuse the drone into your sword, because your
No,
sword...
not into a sword.
well, no, that's why that was the first half of the question: is A, is this possible, and B, if it is even possible, would I want to do it because of the fact that the way it's worded, only demons are immune to the effect, and I don't want to knock all of us out for 10 minutes.
The
The hit point maximum reduction is tied in with the proboscis, and you didn't roll high enough to get that effect.
Hmm.
Okay, I didn't know if that was like a separate thing or not, so I thought I would ask. But yeah, those were my two questions. I'm good on this.
Yeah, if maybe you were able to like make like a custom made sword that kind of like was very thin and would like have kind of like a vibrating effect to it as like a thematic tie-in to the drone, and like the vibrations cause the drone, that could have been something that would have worked.
Or if you were
Just not with
in
the
armor that has wings.
Yeah, that too. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't know
Or
that
an
we'll be coming
Aerocopter.
across any Chasme anytime soon, but if we do, I will keep all of these things in mind.
Depends if you go to hell or not. Well, not hell, the abyss.
Yeah.
Oh, Mike, if you're looking to pawn off that wraith, I'll take it from you.
Like I
Pay
said,
for it.
I haven't
Hasn't
decided.
decided yet, and we don't know about it, so...
Anyway,
Because I might risk it if you...
Want to make yourself a ghost?
I'd say fuck it. See what we can do with it.
Ghost.
But what do you do? I'm seriously asking. I've only seen Sentinel do stuff.
you can stab things. You can.
I've got some minor spell casting. I've got
Yeah.
some mobility, some teleportation, some other shit that I can do that hasn't come up because I'm not within range most of the time.
Well,
I can ghost rider some people.
I offered the same thing to Thale. What are you willing to trade me for it?
About 500 gold in this lucky rabbit's foot I have.
Can I see the rabbit's foot first?
I'll show him the rabbit's foot that's been kept under good condition for the most part. It's got some, like, sea salt in it from being exposed to, the elements of high gulf. But other than that, like, you clip it onto your belt loop. It's a nice little lucky charm that he's had over the years.
I'll take it. And the 500 gold, obviously.
Okay, fair.
All right. I put the rabbit's foot right next to my other one, so now I have two. Now I'm gonna be twice as lucky.
He's like,
Eventually, we're just going to build K2 a zombie rabbit that emanates luck.
he has a complete set now.
Oh, yeah, either you build the whole zombie rabbit and all the luck polarity reverses.
Do you not know how many feet rabbits have?
Here, back a second.
I'm saying we're getting the pieces.
I mean, you've got the
I'm not
back
saying we're
feet.
done.
You've got the back feet, but you still have to require like the two, like the front paws as well.
You got the hips, now you need the hops.
Anyways,
Oh god.
Alright. So are you infusing yourself with the Trinity Wraith?
Yeah, fuck it. Let's go for it.
Alright, I will give you access to the character sheet.
Oh, there's more.
Yeah, it's a beefed up Wraith, like...
there's a lot of things going on with it that you could take.
Oh, you know, that would actually be a really... I just realized that's actually a really cool thing for you being Mr. Beastmaster, because you can fucking summon specters.
Yeah, that's
Maybe, yeah.
that was one thing I was thinking.
Yeah.
That's okay. That's pretty good.
Yeah. While all this conversating is going on and decisions are being made, Theral just decides to hit crisscross applesauce 10 feet in the air. Just start
Nice.
hovering around like that.
Yep, that is the thing you do when you can just naturally fly.
Yeah. Just sit midair. Yeah,
I think-
you don't need a chair now.
K2 will join you, because he can also do that.
Yeah, true.
Darcalion runs up to both of you and ties string to your belts, so he has 2 balloons now.
And then just hangs between them.
No, it's just
Okay.
string. It's not a rope.
No, fair.
That's for later.
No, fair.
We'll go
See,
for.
but now, oh, oh,
Hold on, let's let Nestor go. Let's let Nestor go, so we don't spend all night in Fizzledor's office.
Too late.
Please don't. I want to do something today.
We'll go for the fly speed and the hover,
Okay.
the life drain, the
Okay.
incorporeal movement, the create
Okay.
specter, the condition immunities to exhaustion, and the grappled and restrained, and the resistance to attacks that aren't silvered. The non-magical attacks.
Hello.
well,
You got all that?
Yep. Anything else?
That'll be all.
Alright, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
So 8 D100s?
Yep.
Put actual D in there so that I actually don't just roll 8100. Okay, let's see what we get.
ooh,
Okay, it also costs you 700 gold.
Alright, I'll pay the 700 gold.
So it's CR7. Okay, your fly speed is 30 feet. Sorry,
Not bad.
25 feet.
25 feet's still not bad.
Oh, because it's below half.
Especially since you're a ranged character anyways.
Yep. The life drain ability you do get. It's a once per day.
Once per day, that's not bad.
Yep.
But still,
But it
as per
only
statistics. Oh.
but it only deals 2d8 damage. 2d8 plus dex.
2d8 plus dex is still not bad.
And it's your spell save DC.
Okay. Should be my wisdom.
Oh, so sorry. So it's going to be 2d8 plus your wisdom for the damage.
Yeah, because it's a spell attack.
Yeah, okay, so that's actually not bad.
No.
2d8 plus 5.
Yeah, it's basically just a weaker vampiric touch.
Yeah. It doesn't heal you though.
Mhm.
Well, then yes. Closer to inflict wounds then.
Yep.
Mhm.
And you don't get the hit point reduction with that either.
Okay.
You do get incorporeal movement.
Nice. I can no longer be stopped by difficult terrain and walls.
You also likely cannot wear armor. We'll see.
Can you hold weapons?
We'll see.
30 is the create specter, so you do not get that ability.
Ah, damn.
Yeah.
You are not immune to exhaustion. You are, however, immune to the grappled and restrained conditions, and you have resistance to non-magical weapons that are not silvered.
Hey, nice.
God.
You didn't go for all the other damage resistances? You only went for the weapon one?
Most of the time, I'm. I need.
And now we get to the fun stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Side effects.
What do you look like?
Your race type. You are now considered undead for all purposes.
For purposes of being targeted by spells.
For the purposes of being targeted by spells.
Is that removing his humanoid or in addition to?
It is removing humanoid.
Ooh.
So it's not that but that
Sure,
means you
sure.
cannot be healed by spells.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh no.
Well,
With that, you are considered incorporeal, which means that you cannot wear armor. And you cannot wield weapons.
Oh.
Did he get the life drain ability?
He did, yes.
Yeah, once
Okay.
per day.
Once per day.
But it can't,
Oh.
but it doesn't heal him.
That's fine,
Well-
as long as he can attack somehow.
Yeah.
I also have access to like Flame Blade, Burning Hands,
okay,
Thorn
well, there you
Whip.
go. That's cool.
Okay.
He has
AC
ways
to-
around it, so it's not that bad around for him. Yeah, your AC becomes standard 10 plus dex.
Easier to hit, but overall.
yeah, but now that you can fly, you can at least avoid melee combatants.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Send me those changes so I can update your little stat block when you can.
Okay. Undead, can't wear armor, and can't wield weapons.
And quick question, Josh. You said he can't be healed by spells. Would my Way of Mercy heal work on him? The Hands of Healing.
If
It depends.
Yeah,
It depends on what it says.
Yeah, if it doesn't specifically call out that the spell cannot affect on, or that this ability can't affect on dead, then
Yeah, so it can still work because it doesn't
Just
say
touch
it
a
has
creature.
to affect. Yeah, it doesn't have to affect any humanoid, and it just still
Yeah.
works on the
Okay.
undead.
but spells like Cure Wounds and Healing Word actively call out that they cannot heal constructs or.
So at least this will work. It's not that strong at all, but it's better than nothing. So
Yeah,
that's a plus.
correct.
I'm going to assume that I'm at least able to wear the clothes that I fucking came in there with.
Well, your clothes would turn incorporeal with you.
Yeah.
Your armor does not, but
Yeah, that's fair.
because I'm not going to make you fly around in the nude.
Please don't.
For the
Yeah,
sake of decency, yeah.
yeah. Maybe let's not do that. I have to picture that he just takes on a ghastly pallor.
Yeah, it just basically turns into a wraith for all
Yeah.
intents and purposes.
Oh yeah. I guess if it's a wraith, it's more of a darkened.
Yeah.
Does the
Sun.
hover go in with the
Yes.
fly? Okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, it's innate, so you have 25
Okay.
feet. The other thing with that, it's not something that you rolled for, but it is a part of the wraith itself. You do have the sunlight sensitivity.
Yeah, that's
Ooh.
fair.
Ooh,
That's fair.
Well, I mean, he's not the one doing all the attacking, though.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah.
That was what I was kind of on the fence about. Like,
You
doing
didn't
myself.
want the.
I was like,
K2 loves sun tanning on the beach.
Well, it's also it's a purely negative thing, and I was like, this seems
Yeah.
like something Josh would make me take. And sure
Yeah.
enough,
Yeah.
It's only because of the incorporeal movement.
oh, that's fair.
Yeah.
My only other question, does he still have a walking speed?
Yes.
I
Okay.
can still walk.
Yeah. It doesn't
Well, you're
remove your
right. I don't think
speed.
that's an unfair question of me to ask.
I mean,
It's
Not
the
that
fly
it's-
speed is just in addition to because
Yeah.
the purpose
It
of this is
doesn't
not to
super
take
matter.
anything away.
Yeah.
It's to enhance. It's just I have to flavor it in a way that makes sense for what you're doing. So
And with the
Yeah, and I guess like this is something I'm unsure of if a wraith is more of like a spirit or like a physical undead.
It's-
it's more of a
spirit.
spirit. Yeah, it's more of a spirit, but you can have a
Yeah.
spirit
So that
with
doesn't
legs.
matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
honestly, the sunlight sensitivity balances out when you consider I have keen senses for the most
Yeah.
part.
Yeah, it really matters
Perception.
if you're trying to make attacks.
Mm-hmm.
I played a campaign already with sunlight sensitivity. I was like, not going for that again.
You know,
It's not that bad.
that was great because I'd never enforced it. You would only enforce it on yourself.
But it's because I needed to know if it was dark for other things, and you were like, no. And I was like, shit. So it wasn't so much that I was like, is it sunny? I was more like, is it not sunny? And then you'd be like, no, it's sunny. And I'd be like, shit.
Honestly, this just ties in more with Kasam's subclass, which is all about infernal bullshit.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
suddenly, as Kasam is finished infusing, he gets out and all of his armor and weapons clatter to the ground.
Mm.
That seems problematic.
Oh my
well,
god,
Could be worse.
he's going ghost.
God damn you.
God.
It's okay too. I
Well,
throw K2
well-
off the top of these rocks.
I
You just see.
I think he's gone. I don't think.
Nope, I'm still alive here. Yep.
He's right. You hear him. Kasam, can
Yeah.
you hear us?
Kasam!
Not
You
dead.
can see him.
Oh, okay.
I meant
Not
him so
gay.
far as he has already gone. Ghost, not going.
Oh,
I'm feeling a presence. Kasam, are you in this room?
guys, we get a Ouija board.
I'm gonna get
Going
tired.
good.
I'm gonna get tired of these jokes really quickly. But he will
I
walk
just,
through the all real quickly just to freak him out.
Walk through.
Walk through
I'm
the
10 feet in the air. You'd have to walk through the air to do that, bud. Not that you can't, but
Yeah, he can fly. God,
you're not walking.
He can fly faster than you can. He can catch up to you.
You know what's really unfortunate, Joshua? That you're not Reelan right now. Reelan would love a fly speed.
Yeah, he would. He really would.
Well, so in entered a party of semi-normal people, and out leaves whatever the fuck we've become.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then the Dragonborn and
wanting-
Darcalion.
Not wanting to break Darcalion's string, I untie it and hand it back to him. And then I float over to the
Okay,
chamber and collect Kasam's leftover effects. Not to keep, not for me to keep, obviously, but just to be
Yeah.
like, I think we should probably take it.
Yeah. We have two people who are now kind of like quasi-transparent.
Yeah.
Feel free to deposit those on the back of
Sentinel.
Sentinel.
Yeah.
It's right next to the
had-
teddy bear.
I had to step away. What happened? What did you get? What if we be? I know you were off the wraith, right?
So he got fly speed, once a day life drain, incorporeal movement. He cannot be grappled or restrained and is resistant to non-magical weapons that are not so.
Let's go, team! We're gonna go up against like some regular Joes, and they're gonna be like, "What the fuck is this?"
Why is it always
Yeah.
gotta be a Joe? What the
I'm
fuck?
sorry, we
Yeah.
go up against three
Every damn
Daves.
Days. We gotta
Three
go with-
regular dicks.
I mean,
That's a
I'm-
different
yeah.
context.
I mean, yeah, that's the
That's a
entirety of
completely
the
different fight.
fucking military. Like,
What? It's short for Richard.
Anyway. I think we've completed our tasks here. Yes.
Yes, I believe we have.
All right. Thank you, High Mage Fizzledolf. I do
Good
the
That's
mage.
high
Rodeo
Dudamage,
titles.
you.
Right as he says, I'm like, how do you make for the Lord?
I do the Mage Fizzledolf. I thank you, and I wish you a blessed day.
We will keep an eye out for the orbs. Oh, question.
Yes?
And I guess Oh man, wait, fuck. It was a group. It was Furbolgs, right? That were here.
Yeah.
That were
Yes.
right. Yeah. Okay. Are they still here?
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, it's
the
a different part of the city, but yeah.
Well, they were on a different floating rock, right?
correct.
You're talking about the alchemist people?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did we
Yeah,
get
the
more
alchemist
stuff?
people. They were Furbolgs, weren't they?
Yeah.
I sure fucking did.
I don't remember that.
I have so much shit on me that I've been.
Oh, just
hoarding.
random shit. Okay.
Yeah,
I thought you meant
yeah.
I thought you meant more of the same stuff. I'm like, I didn't think we got more of the same
They
stuff.
said bring more of the same stuff, but then I mean, also they were like, "You find anything else cool out there?"
You know, I actually also have some crazy shit I can throw.
I
in that
know. I was gonna
bucket.
say, I was like, "Homies, we've carried around so much random stuff that I'm pretty sure alchemists would at least be mildly interested in." Yeah. I also thank High Mage Fizzledorf and head off towards the alchemist's floating rock.
Real quick, Josh, I forget. Did Fizzledorf retire and now he's doing this thing, or does he still teach back at the college?
He still teaches on a short-term basis.
They
So
can't get rid of him. He's got
He
tenure.
he
It's in a
comes
work
back.
from home capacity.
Well, he comes back typically and teaches like one class as
Right.
like a stand-in. So
Yeah.
he's still not fully retired, but he's on his way out.
Okay, gotcha.
He's a
He's
substitute.
doing the bare minimum before his retirement.
All right.
Trying to
Um,
maintain his tenure.
You go ahead, Briar. I'll catch up with you. I gotta talk to Fizzledorf about something,
Okay.
and I'll take Fizzledorf aside. He's like, "Hey, so how are Henry and Greta doing?"
Just fine last I heard. Sorry, let me get the voice better. Just fine the last time I heard.
Well, I mean they're in your class. I got them enrolled in your class. I know they're young, but they are gifted, and they're of the skill level to be in your class.
Are you talking about the two young people?
Yes,
Very young people?
Yeah, two young people. One of them never talks. Yes.
Oh. Yeah. They're doing great, actually.
Insight check. What was that? Oh.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right.
Yeah, he's obviously not good at attempting to hide anything from you. Something happened in class, and he's reminiscing on it.
What happened? I've seen that look. What? That's your proud but disappointed look. What happened?
Greta may have turned another student inside out.
Permanently?
We fixed
Oh.
it. But it was an incident.
I mean, that's not that surprising, to be honest. Like, they gotta assert their dominance. Like, everybody's gonna look down on them because of how young they are.
Well, not anymore.
Exactly. Now the only looking down on them will be physically because they're shorter.
I know that feeling.
I knew you'd get it.
That's why I made these stilts. And now they're adjustable. It just takes a while.
You know, Fizzledorf, I'm surprised, like, spending so much time in this, like, zero gravity city, you hadn't figured out how to make zero gravity stilts. Or I guess at that point they would just be boots.
I have. It's just a work in progress. I made
see.
the hammer first.
Got it.
Come on,
Okay.
it's cool.
It is very cool. I feel like it's going to be there for a while. Oh, I guess you can pick it up, but
Yeah.
still.
I made the damn thing. I should probably be able to pick it up. I should probably do something with it, though, right?
You know what you should do? You should like make everybody think that only like someone who's worthy can pick it up, and then like a bunch of people will like pay money to try and pick it up, but because like they don't understand how it works, you just make a bunch of money off of that. Could be like a tourist attraction.
That is a genius idea. We do need more money to fund research.
There you go.
He just goes over and picks up the hammer and walks outside. And just goes, see how this works, and just yeets the hammer into the distance.
Ah!
And you hear a very loud thud in the distance. My leg! with a very minor shockwave.
Nice. Can't wait to pick that up as my next character. Sowing the seeds. No, I'm kidding. That would just be like a very like K2 thing where it's like set up something so that something else down the line happens. Profit. Alright, I'm gonna go throw strange liquids into a pot. See you later.
Have fun.
Oh, also, can you let Tom Merrick in? He's kind of our way back to where we came from.
No.
Can you send us back where we came from?
Is your teleportation circle not two-way? Or did that disappear?
It's not two-way. If I in order to make a permanent teleportation circle, I have to cast it every day in the same spot for a year.
Oh, Jesus.
Yep. Fine.
Fine, you can send us, or fine, you're gonna let him in?
I'll let him in.
Alright, cool.
Because I can't send you.
Okay. I wasn't sure because you, like, summoned everybody to your workshop, and that was pretty impressive, to be honest.
Yeah, different magic. But I'm happy you enjoyed it. Been working on that one.
Alright. And I'll go catch up to the rest of the party.
Alright. So you guys go to the alchemist area. It's not a shop, it's an area. The lab. You head inside and you see 3 furbolgs just kind of running around, putting stuff into random vials and throwing stuff at each other. There is an indescribable amount of bubbles in the lab.
I love
Not
this.
wait, like in the everywhere in the lab, or
Yes,
just
like somebody filled up a bath
nice.
full of bubbles and let it overflow for a long
Nice.
time. Except there's no water; it's just bubbles.
Amazing.
One of the furbolgs, his hair is on fire,
Quick, use the bubbles.
but it doesn't seem to be
A problem?
doing anything. Yeah.
Interesting.
Well, if he's not concerned, then neither am I.
I don't think there really isn't much that concerns them.
You see one of them chucks a vial of something at another one, and the one that gets hit disappears and then reappears behind the other one. And he's
Amazing.
like, "Whoa! We got to figure out that one." And then they scramble all around the lab, still throwing stuff into vials and throwing them. At one point, one of them just kind of careens into the wall next to you guys, and the wall itself turns into jelly.
I'm moving away from that.
I'm glad to see nothing has changed since the last time
And
we
then-
were here.
They all like look over because they're like, "What was that?" And then they see you, and then they all just put the vials behind their backs.
It's a bit late for that, but
Blessed morning, gentlemen.
It's early afternoon.
Blessed afternoon.
Good day.
I'm not really sure how blessed this day is with what's maybe about to happen in here, but
The faith follows us everywhere.
ugh. Paris, like, my god, I used to be that person. Eh.
What can we help you with?
Do you not remember me? I guess I look a little different now.
Yeah, not a chance. Are you a furball?
No.
I wasn't betting on it. You look different.
Do you
Okay, I don't
remember
have
me?
that much hair.
Yes.
I was with him. I'm just slightly hairier now. I gave you the vials of exploding goop from the island
Oh.
off of Brand.
Suppose you could have started with that.
Sorry. You did. He just. Anyways. I don't have more of that. However, we have been traveling around a lot and come across quite a few things that we thought you might be interested in. Because you did tell us when we left last time to come back if ever we found other interesting things.
Sure.
I pull out. Oh man. Let me just. I don't have that anymore. I guess technically I might have showed them this last time and maybe they didn't want it, but whatever. Anyways, I pull out an acid troll claw. I have a vial of hag goop. I have a hag eye. I have 2 vials of green goo from Trinity Castle. I've got a vial of Trinity Wraith dust. What else do I have? I also have a vial of sap from that tree underneath Cardinals. And a canteen full of orange mud. Also a bunch of vials of blood. Also some sticks from various places that... Not normal sticks. Sticks nonetheless.
Yeah, the mention of sticks, Theobs kind of looks at Briar like, what?
Got a lot of sticks, okay?
Why?
Oh, I also have a vial of I love how I still have this written down as cursed ass. Of cursed ash. Which is the ash from the tree that Darcalion had cut. So it's like not living, not dead ash.
Okay.
I also have a vial. Oh, right, no, wait, even better. The cream of the best part. I forgot I got this too through trial. I have the vial of the mystery bubbling liquid that was just a mixture of who knows what.
feel like Briar's turning into like that salesman that just keeps all of their wares in their jacket. Just
I am
following you down the
exactly
street.
I
Trying
literally,
to
you hear so much clinking
Becoming?
around in her bag as she like is grabbing things. You're like, wait, no, not that vial.
Hold on. I have a problem. I have a problem with word use here. Becoming?
I also
Okay,
have,
I apologize.
Thank you.
What are
also
you
have, like-
buying, stranger?
I have 12 vials of blood in my bag from various people.
But that's food.
So much.
How long
I
does
love
that
this.
keep?
I guess technically, yeah. I'm like, I also have 8 vials of blood from girls who were used in a ritual. Oh,
You took
and the-
blood from all of those girls?
I did. I also
Jesus.
have a vial of corpse dust from the person performing said ritual. I can't remember exactly what the ritual was. It's been a while.
It was to restore the castle. Or no?
No,
Yeah.
it was well.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it was.
How are the Fearbolgs taking all this information?
They seem like they stopped processing it a while ago.
Processing it because they don't care, or processing it because I've shown them so much.
Yeah, it was way too
Yes.
many things. You gotta go one at a time.
Yeah.
Like they have a
I
very
said them
short.
very fast. but-
Yeah, they have a very
Yeah.
short attention span.
And you just word vomited at them for like 5
Yeah.
minutes.
Well, you've never seen like Antique Roadshow. You got one item. You talk about that item. You sell that item. Then you move on to the next.
We will be here a while if I'm gonna antique roadshow my bag away. Okay, I have.
I
so
will
much in this
commit
bag.
violence against something.
Exactly. I was trying to do this for the betterment of us real life beings, and not.
In
Alright,
game will it probably take 4
um,
hours? Yes. Out of
we
game,
can-
please fucking don't.
We can just go. Things happen.
I would
and
say
push it to the
for-
side for now.
for quality and assurance purposes, that they offer you 150 gold.
For all of this,
Yes.
To be fair, a lot of those things are more curiosities than magical components.
they're not supposed to be magical components. These are alchemists. They just fucking put a bunch of shit in a pot and wait to see what happens. Did you not see earlier when they were
Potion.
throwing shit around and then we're just like, oh, let's try and recreate that? They don't know what they're doing. They're throwing shit at the
Potions
wall
are
to see if it sticks.
Inherently magic items. So
Yeah. But it doesn't have to be
Therefore,
a
there's
magical
some-
ingredient to.
So I think what I'm saying is I don't think you can just throw a bunch of leaves and blood into a vat and heat it up and call it a potion.
I have definitely done that with a character. I'm pretty sure that character even helped your character in a different campaign.
And excuse me, you throw anything into a vat, it's a fucking potion, alright? Just because it may not do something cool doesn't mean it's not a potion.
I mean, that's a semantic argument we can get into later.
What thing are they giving me the most money for?
Does it matter?
take the money or don't. Quit.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
I want to do
please.
something today.
I'm too attached to my stuff, I keep it all.
Alright.
Okay.
Then don't.
I
Alright.
also have a couple things for you. These are a couple magical potions that I got from a mystical castle.
One of those is mine.
You have your own.
No, you held on to it for me.
I don't remember that.
You held on to one for me.
I'm pretty sure there was like 2 pairs, and we each got one of each color.
Yes, and because of the craziness at the time, you held on to one for me.
All right, well, never mind because you already ruined my sales pick.
Oh, I wasn't saying that. That was me.
No, it's too late. You already
Oh,
ruined my sales
Jesus.
pitch. We're moving on.
Alright,
I guess
next thing, let's go.
I'll find a use for these potions some other way.
We still don't know what they do.
Exactly. It's too late now. We're moving on.
So yeah, identify them before bed or something. Next thing.
Their next pokes the jelly wall while all of this is happening.
All right. Yeah, it's definitely oozy, and kind of just like slumps as you poke it.
Where's Tom Eric?
Right here.
Excuse me, Tom Eric. Would you be so kind as to escort me back to the ship that we started our interaction on, please?
Okay, you can grab my left half, or you can grab my right half.
I will grab your left half.
Okay. That just poof.
Okay.
I'll grab the other half.
Poof.
No one told Tom Eric to come back for us.
We'll tell him to go back.
Yeah.
All right, now go back for the rest of them.
Yes, please.
All right, give me a minute. And over the course of several minutes, you're all teleported back.
Oh, I thought you meant like between teleportations. Like it didn't take you a minute before. What the hell?
Yes, it did.
It did.
Well, I mean,
yeah, he very specifically pointed out that it took him a minute each time.
Oh, you know what? That's right. Because it was as I was
You were
drawing.
drawing yours. You were almost done when he teleported.
I was like halfway done. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you were at like 9 minutes. You said, "Fuck it, you're still gonna go," and you did.
Yeah. Yeah. Because someone had to be in there, inside already to open the door.
All right. So you guys teleport back to the boat. Are you setting sail?
I believe that was the plan. My only question, because I feel like this came up at some point, and I don't know if we ever came to a firm decision on it, are we going straight to Sarnath, or was there one of these islands off the coast that we wanted to go to first?
Well, I still don't know the language that the door was. We have to go to Sarnath to translate the passage to then go to the island to open the door.
Okay. I couldn't remember in what order that needed to happen, and I just remembered that was something that
started like over a year ago, real time. So I totally get it.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Should we just make for the southern tip of Old Sarnath then, or did we want to head further north than that?
The only ascent that, and this is something that Salvage brought up himself, is that he has a decent idea of where the transmutation might be, and it's basically here in this island.
Or you want to go to the transmutation orb?
It's not necessarily Salvage wanted to, it was something he posed, but since not all of us were here, it was never decided.
Got it.
Yeah.
I mean,
that was end of session.
My business in Sarnath is where the people are. But if we want to stop at this,
Be where the people are.
nice. If we want to stop on this island on the way and see what's going on there, I would be all right with that.
One thing that I would like to do is, and it doesn't have to be the first thing we do. It's just something I would like us to do, kind of near the beginning of our trip to Sarnath, just because I don't think it'll take super long. But I'm not sure where Josh placed it on the map, or if he has placed it on the map. But there's an abandoned like underground township, much like the other two that exist on the main continent, that Theos people occupy. The one that he grew up in was in Old Sarnath, and it was destroyed, and he wants to go there.
And just reminded, Old Sarnath is where the old capital was, and the new
Correct.
capital is New Sarnath.
Correct.
Yes.
Yeah,
So nobody-
Sarnath is the continent.
Yeah. Nobody lives in Old Sarnath.
Okay,
Nobody,
It's like a ghost. Town.
nobody alive.
It's like a ghost town, a
lives
ruined
in Old
city.
Sarnath. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it. Yeah.
Yeah. Old
my-
Sarnath is not populated. Correct.
My two things I want to do research in New Sarnath, and then like a whole like fucking like quest that has to do with the prison. But it sounds like the prison isn't underneath New Sarnath. The prison is elsewhere. Which I thought the prison was underneath the capital, but
It used to be.
okay, it got moved
Correct.
because there's somewhere more secure than underneath the seat of their power. But
Well,
sure.
it is underneath New Sarnath, the city. It is not underneath the palace.
No, not the
Oh,
Undernath.
okay. It is underneath the city of New.
It is underneath the city, not underneath the palace.
Got it. Okay, that's fine. The palace was more of a theory than
Correct.
as long as it's the city and not just
No,
like out in the
yes.
fucking like woods or something.
No,
And it's not in the swamp or the desert. Sorry.
Yeah.
No, it's not it's not underneath the volcano in the Underdark, guarded by a purple worm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Although that would be cool.
I'm about to get really busy actually when we get to Sarnath because I gotta I have to search for treasures that belong to my deity that were stolen by the
Sarnath.
Dragonborn. And I also need to find out how they have somehow found a way to get to the shadow plane that is not coordinated by us, and they've been launching coordinated attacks on my homeland in the shadow plane. So I have to figure out how they're doing that.
This is just I completely don't fucking remember. How long is the trip to Sarnath?
Couple weeks.
Okay.
Like depending on where you land, like we could technically land like. I'm trying to think of like where accurate landing spots would be. Like, there's theoretically one like around here. There's also probably one like about here.
There's one up that channel.
So-
there is one here where this mark is, but
Gotcha.
you guys being from Sarnath would know that shit's haunted. So you would know that this spot is haunted. There is a port here, close to New Sarnath. There's one on the other side as well.
Okay.
That leads more. It's actually kind of by the mountain, so you can go
Wait,
around it through.
is the city of New Sarnath landlocked? It just has this lake right here,
Yes.
and
Yeah,
they're a naval culture.
Yes.
What the fuck?
They never got around to building the Panama Canal.
Well, you see,
That's
When
the
an
thing
a-
to make sense.
well, you see, when an ancient horror from the seas rises up and completely demolishes your capital in the span of like 2 hours, you get a little gun shy about building on the coast again.
No, that's fair. I see that.
All right.
Makes sense to me.
Look, they build everything on the lake and then they transport it to the ocean.
It's fine.
Right.
That's actually exactly how it works.
Yeah.
You know,
they just roll it.
It's a different process, but I'm not going to explain it. So
Oh my
It's
god.
not relevant to the current to the current question at hand.
All right.
I-
So, if there's a port here, and there's a port on the eastern side, but we don't want to go this way because there's big spooky monster in the ocean that way, then why don't we like go this way, check out that cool island.
I will
Yeah.
remind you that you guys did learn that there is a war going on this island.
On this island?
Yes. They are currently fighting over it between Sarnath and the mainland.
So
I
that
say we
means
either go.
that means
I
they're
did
trying
not
to
know
pass. That might have been stated last yesterday or last week after
I
you
think it
went
was
to bed.
stated. Yeah, I think it was after you went to bed.
I believe so.
Okay. It's recent. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. It is a
Cool.
recent, a recent conflict.
Got it. Because
But that also makes that channel more dangerous because, you know, we could have to fight on the sea.
I honestly believe
That's good to know.
that our best bet may be to land on the southwestern tip.
That shit
If-
haunted.
I think there are worse
No,
things
not down
that we
here.
could encounter.
Real quick.
I,
Okay, go ahead.
I think there are worse things that we can encounter on Sarnath besides the dead.
We fought the dead before.
Exactly.
We've got the dead
It's
with
kind
us.
of my whole thing.
Question for God:
42.
When in Kassam's previous experience being a pirate, would he know of any routes that would be useful for getting in and out of Sarnath via ship pretty easily?
And now to Sarnath? No, you've never raided Sarnath.
Oh yeah, we never. Yep, fair. Good
Because
point.
that would be a bad idea.
That would be tantamount to suicide.
Yep.
The Sarnathi Navy will scupper
Yeah.
pirate ships and
You-
kill
you-
everyone on board.
You would be aware that Sarnath's navy surrounds the island almost entirely.
Yeah.
It is almost impossible to get to Sarnath without being spotted. And
Noted.
being pirates, if you even got close to the island and they recognized that, there was no way you were making out of it.
Noted.
Their navy is far superior to your pirate ship.
Noted.
They
Real
will
quick
kill
before
you and
we
it will hurt the whole time.
continue on with our travel plans. Sorry, Hina. Do we want to risk traveling with Darcalion fully unconscious, or dead, effectively, not unconscious, he's dead, for, by ship for, what was it, 10 days?
Well, if it takes a couple of weeks to get there, he'd be back up and moving before we were even halfway there.
Yeah, but I know that. But I'm just saying, what if something happens while we're at sea, which is very probable? It's the ocean.
That is
and
fair. You
he's
do have to
just-
deal with.
He's just dead. What if something happens to the boat? What if something, there's just so many things that could go wrong.
I mean,
Well,
it's up to
at
Darcalion
that
if he
point,
wants
I
to
would
take
just-
that risk.
So at that point, I would just look at Darcalion and I'd be like, "What do you want to do?"
I don't want to have you guys sit around for a week and a half waiting for me. If you guys want to at least start traveling to get out towards Sarnath, that's fine.
Still gonna take a couple days.
Yeah,
Right.
it's going to take a bit, so there's no rush to get there. But once I'm hopefully back, then we can make a beeline for wherever we want to actually touch down. So,
Josh,
Yes.
the two primary ports of New Sarnath, is there one that has more military presence than the other, or are they both about equivalent controlled?
They're about equivalent.
Okay.
Follow up to that, would they still technically be equivalent with the fact that there is a war going on, and maybe one would be a little bit less heavy in the military traffic since, they're fighting?
If
Yes,
that's
it's
that's the case,
because
it would
if
be
you picture
the
it like
eastern port would probably.
but if you
Maybe
picture
less
it like like an actual war, there are people that stay and defend, and people
No, I
that
know. I don't mean it's empty, but I mean you'd think that
Yeah.
one spot would maybe be a little bit less since they probably diverted forces in one direction versus the other.
my guess
Not
would
in
be
this case.
slightly stronger
Oh.
on the east side, or west side, excuse me.
Mhm.
Like,
getting to the
slight-
port on
Depends
the
on
west
how
side
substantial
is-
they think the threat is. Like, if they're not really worried about it, they might just send enough troops to hold off the mainlanders on Khazad-dûl while keeping the majority of their forces in New Sarnath in case they were able to make an offensive push.
That's why I was asking.
I mean, if just thinking from like a logical standpoint, if the war was going on between like the Kingdom of Brand and Sarnath, then a majority of that combat's gonna be in this fucking like
Bay Gulf.
Bay Gulf, whatever you call it.
Yeah.
And so, like, there'll probably be like an auxiliary force back here, but majority are gonna be around this channel. Channel.
Which
yeah.
probably makes the Eastern port more appealing, just due to the fact that we won't have as high of a risk of being caught in the crossfire.
We would just be passing by this though.
Which may or may not be. I mean.
Also, we technically, us as players see that dot on the map. We vaguely know that it's over there. It could move it. It could be
we
moving
don't
around.
know where it is. Rava said never to travel in this region. And that's what we're talking about, is traveling through this region.
Well, we wouldn't so much be traveling. It's not like we're gonna go like this way.
You don't know how far it meanders.
Well, I know, but like even if we go, like, is this to this much of a difference if we go here versus if we go this way? Like,
yeah, because we can stay close to the mainland coast and then swing into the channel once
like
we're
this.
Yeah.
Okay, well then that means, but then we're going into fucking war-torn ocean land over here.
I'm not saying there's like a clear good answer. It's a rock and a hard place.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
Hard place.
We could always ask
And
Rava.
this is the rock.
We can always ask Rava if this part of the crossing is just as dangerous as, say, this part of the crossing.
I mean,
I feel
we can
like
also just ask the sailors probably on the fucking dock.
Yeah. So I was about to say, like, I mean, if Salvix, I'm sure Salvix and Serenix have made the traverse from Sarnath to the High Gulf Brand area more than once. Like, I kind of feel like they would have some cursory knowledge of at least some threat in that area and where to avoid, would they not?
Yeah, but Rava's, like, family is, like, from here. She has connections to Silverton, who is much more connected probably to this part of the ocean than Sarnath.
Yeah. Well,
So the
yes,
question
I understand that. She probably has more specific knowledge, yes, but I'm thinking that Sarnathi sailors would at least know, hey, past this point, you're kind of in the find out section of our fuck around and find out equation.
So
So,
the
like,
question is,
You could
the
also
question
just
is-
ask the pirate.
The question is, do we ask Krista's character or Krista's character?
Yeah, that's it. I vote Chris's character.
I think the real statement to be made here is, again, we're trying to get too much information on something. We should just go for it.
yes, yeah, that's kind of, that's my I feel like we're getting lost in the minutiae of it. I feel like we've decided that the Gulf is a bad idea. It's a kill box. We're not going in there. If everyone's more comfortable landing in New Sarnath than landing in Old Sarnath, that's fine with me. I think Old Sarnath just makes for an easier route and less conflict because we're spending less time along the coast, risking getting caught. But yeah, if the majority says New Sarnath, I say we just go to New Sarnath. I think K2's plan of sticking near the coast is a good idea. We should just do that.
I will also point out landing Old Sarnath is another bad idea because the ship is not technically Salvix and Serenix's. It's an ally of theirs who needs it returned.
Okay, and where is
retrieve
he?
it from the haunted. He would be in New Sarnath, but he's not going to want to retrieve it from the haunted fucking dock.
Right.
No one
Okay.
wants to go to the
Well, then I say we go to New Sarnath. We go to New Sarnath, and we go with K2's plan of sticking near the coastline.
Yeah.
All right, are we all good with that?
I'm not gonna lie, I got
That's-
lost in how
sure.
many plans there were, so yes.
Yeah. So
That's
I
fine.
mean-
I'm still super not comfortable traveling with a dead Darcalion for 10 days.
That's fine. Darcalion's already given us the okay, so we're good.
Well,
Okay, that's
my only
cool, but
problem
he's gonna
is-
be dead. If something goes wrong, he's not the one who suffers. He's already dead.
We just gotta make sure that Thale lives.
My only problem is,
Primarily.
I think you missed what I meant when I was talking about the coastline. I was talking about this coastline to go towards the Gulf, not this coastline, because this coastline is skirting the area of the Eldritch Horror, and I don't want to do that. I'd rather have to deal with a war conflict than big bag scary thing that could eat our whole fucking ship hole.
Can confirm. As
Okay,
former
so-
pirate, do not want to go near the big bad scary thing. Also, that
So-
coastline is
We've already confirmed that Kassam has little to no knowledge of this area of the sea, though. So, with that being said, I would again defer to Serenix and Salvex as people who know these coastlines better than anyone else. Out of those two options, the one that I presented thinking it was K2's idea, and the one that was K2's actual idea, which one do you think is the better one?
So like, Mike, are you thinking like skirting all the way like up the channel, like up this way, or?
Because we're
I
trying to
think-
get to New Sarnath, which would involve getting to like we have to get the boat all the way back there, right? So that involves.
Well,
Well,
yeah,
I mean, there's a port here and a port back here.
correct.
So it's either like this way or this way, like all the way around.
You
If you
know,
wanted to be conservative about it and wanted to waste more time near the mainland so we didn't have to worry about something bad happening to Darcalion, we could just follow the channel in between the mainland and these islands off the coast all the way past Gillimore, go over the top of Sarnath, and then land on the east side in New Sarnath.
we
That
can
gives us
Um,
plenty of time to get Darcalion back and moving. We're staying in a safe area for almost the entirety of the trip, and yeah.
Okay.
Does it matter which of these fucking ports the boat ends up?
No.
The furthest to the east, I think, is the one we wanted, right? Or no?
Well, no, they're talking about for the person they have to return the boat to. As
No,
long as we're not
it
dropping
doesn't.
it off here,
Correct.
one of these two is fine.
Yeah,
So we
So
could
as long
stop
as
at
it's
this
just
one.
somewhere one of these.
correct.
It's-
So
okay.
yeah, it's just a matter of how are we wanting to get there to try to mitigate risk.
Mhm.
And I was
I think
asking
that-
Mike, I was asking Mike what his projection was, and then he didn't get to answer it before.
I mean, so I like your idea of going just up the coast completely and just skirting the edge of the battlefield and
And then
going
basically
across,
just plunging in there.
which is slightly more boring than my idea, which was to just sail right through it.
Up the middle.
And then
God.
bullshit our way, where it's like, no, we're on your side. No, we're on your side.
We're on everyone's side. We're fucking. We're not even
That-
Switzerland. We're just like double crossing everyone.
The problem with that is to gain access to Sarnath without too many questions, the ship is under Sarnathi flag.
which would
So
put,
then
which
it
would
could
put us
either
under
be-
attack from mainland.
Yeah.
Well, it would also give us the opportunity to help decide the first major conflict of this war by helping decide who gets this island.
As much as I like the idea of that, Mike, I don't think the rest of the party's gonna fish
Yeah,
for it.
I know. Nobody likes political intrigue as much as I do. Let's just skirt
I-
around the battle.
I actually super like your idea. I just think that going through the channel will be a good idea insofar as it will probably, I would assume, and you can tell me if I'm wrong, assuade some of Briar's fears about what happens with Darcalion.
Yeah,
I
because
mean-
if we get in a fight and the ship gets scuppered, we kind of can't. We'd have to pull Darcalion out of the dragon bloodbath before it sinks, or else he's lost to the ocean forever.
Exactly. So
Can't you just-
I think just sticking to the coastline, going in between the coastline and the islands, and then cutting in between these two islands. These two islands, just straight across into the Bay Area. That.
So here's my problem, though, because this is like clearly a Sarnathi ship, right? Like
Yeah.
it's
Yes.
yeah. So like even if we like shown like the colors of like brand or like a neutral country,
Yeah, we are
Um,
flying. real close.
just going right up the coast and hanging out there while they've got their defensive line of ships.
Well, they
That's
have
also-
a
They're
war
probably
going on,
going
right?
to,
That's
they're
true.
probably gonna think
But
we're like a spy ship.
Also,
We're not a warship.
Well,
like I
no,
think it's clear that we're not on a warship,
we
and
are a
also there's a
Sarnathi.
lot of Sarnathi ships that still come to the mainland for trade. So would it really be that big of a thing?
If
It
you're in
could.
a war with them, yeah. Like not every
Yeah.
warship looks like a warship.
Yeah,
Also-
that's
Well,
true.
Yeah.
I still
Confirmed.
think that I still think it'd be better. It's safer to go that way than it is to either deal with the mystery space monster or cut directly through the naval war.
I mean, flying Sarnathi flags, it's just possible we just, go around this horn, cut across, and then kind of go up like that.
Yeah, and just pretend to be on the Sarnathi side and actually be a spy ship.
I think regardless which path we go, we're going to run into something from one side or the other.
Yeah,
and it's just a matter of
I think
figure
it's
out which side we feel safer dealing with.
Every path has perils. I choose to go down.
I think it's better to err on the side of, since the ship is already Sarnathi in origin and flies the Sarnathi flag, better to err on the side of the Sarnathi who are less likely to attack one of their own.
Yeah. Okay. All right. That's fine.
So I think so we cradle up the coast here, split across, kind of go up this channel, go around, do that.
Yeah.
And then that leaves the opportunity to do something with the island if we decide to when we go past it.
Yeah.
Correct.
And we have less. Okay. And we have less, trouble from our side of things with the mainland and, potential pirates or mainlanders trying to kill us. Yes, I can confirm with the conflict there will be neutral third parties looking to pick us off.
Also, isn't this where Atramir's house is right here?
That's where the... Yeah.
Yes, I think so.
Yeah, so we can go say hi to them.
Yeah, that's where the deed for the castle was that nobody had investigated.
Yeah, nobody had investigated, but the Jasmine family does have claim over.
Right, you guys kept the deed and we were
and that Tom Eric assumedly delivered a present.
Pie there, yes.
He didn't tell you where he delivered it to.
No, he did say it was delivered to Atramir.
Yep.
Yeah.
Anyway,
the general consensus.
I think we have a solid plan now. Can we please execute on this?
Hold on, I've got like 10 things I need to do. Yeah, let's go.
Get the Darcalion in the blood first. That's literally the point of all of this.
I was going to say before. Whoa. We have.
I'm about to have an
do we have everything we need for Darcalion's resurrection?
That's why I was waiting for you guys to finish, because I was going to go study the book for like the next hour and focus on just the paragraphs that were involved in my curse.
I was going to say, it's only there's like one line to your curse, buddy.
I want to know exactly what it is. Do I have to remain in the blood? Can I leave the blood?
Yeah.
That
you have to remain in the blood.
Okay.
For 10 days.
For 10 days.
Yes, do in it.
We kind of looked at that last time too, because that's what you were wondering.
Okay,
it doesn't say anything about reusing. It just says you have to hang out in the blood for 10 days.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And be dead.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yes.
Supposedly, yes.
Sayal, do you have everything you need and extra in case of emergency before we leave High Gulf?
Yes. Do we have set spells?
To my knowledge, we have already collected all the available diamonds for purchase in High Gulf. So we've got I can revive people twice, and I've got almost enough diamond dust to do it a third time. We would just need another 100 gold's worth of diamond, which I'm sure we can find in New Sarnath.
Do you also have?
I have. Yes, I was getting to that.
Okay.
I have gentle repose. I will prepare it tomorrow because we're still on the same day, and so I haven't been able to prepare it yet.
Yes.
And I've got revivify.
Wait, do you have enough salt?
Do I need salt?
For gentle repose, that's your salt.
Yeah.
A pinch of salt. Yes. I am assuming I have a pinch of salt and one copper piece. Yes.
We're all in a copper. All of us only carry platinum and gold.
Well, two copper pieces technically.
27.
There's one for each eye, but yeah. Anyways.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. I have 2 pinches of salt and I've got 2 fucking copper pieces. Yes.
Yeah.
He's getting so frazzled.
Well, it's because we want to get something done. We
do want to get something done, but there's a couple things that we needed to discuss.
Yeah,
We've been working on this for Darcalion for so long. We are not losing him to trying to break his curse. All right.
Seriously,
I'm not saying that this is not a fucking Theol thing. This is a Joshua.
Come on, guys, be serious. It's only been 2 fucking years. I've been trying to clear this.
Yes.
That's
so,
it.
to the point, to answer your question, yes, I have everything that I need.
But do you have the will?
Oh my god.
Oh, I have so much will right now, Mike. You have no idea how much will I have.
I'm just poking the bear at this point.
I mean, I think Fails gets to the point to where he's ready to drown me himself.
Just
to get it going.
I will put him in the bucket. I will do it.
Look, can we get on with this before Josh and I just burn this whole bitch to the ground?
Yes,
Seriously,
let's-
I right now in this moment, I am Ryan's anger translator.
I'd say let's progress to the point to where we get to the next day.
Listen,
Yeah.
y'all the ones who retired all your characters and have tied everything to the new continent, alright? So, calm your pants.
So we are good to go. Let's do
You
this.
guys are.
Hoorah!
The only things I do before we leave, Briar goes to see Rava to say goodbye.
Okay,
And I
yeah,
guess-
let's get to that really quick then. So you
'Cause it's
go
important.
and knock on the door to the house. I'm assuming.
Yeah.
And Tammy answers the door.
Hi, Tammy.
Hey, where's all your friends?
I'm here as well. Hello.
Oh, yeah. I stepped to the side. There's a K2.
What do you mean? K2 makes his presence known and Tammy pushes Briar away. I don't want you.
They're on a boat. We're looking for Rava.
Well, Rava's gone.
Ooh.
She
What?
went home.
That bitch. What the fuck, Rava?
I mean, to be fair, we did leave the city.
We were gone for like 2 seconds. And she
was-
knows I would say goodbye.
Technically, we all said goodbye. You left.
When
We
did
just-
what?
We all said goodbye when like Edward and Atramir were leaving. We said goodbye to Rava too, and then we just awkwardly kept hanging out with her.
Yeah, but I mean, she was still here, and we were still here, and she definitely knew we were still here. Wow.
Technically, Rava said her goodbyes, but also the ship to fucking Silverton only leaves like once a month, so she had to go.
I am upset. Wow. Did she leave like a note or something? No.
No, she said you guys already said goodbye.
What about second goodbyes?
Oh my god.
What about 11s?
As we know, this is attachment issues the campaign.
For one of us.
Don't worry,
What?
Briar. We can just go visit her whenever.
I changed my mind. I want to take the other way so that if we get pulled to the bottom of the sea, maybe somebody from Silverton will come save us, and then I can go see Rava.
You would doom us all just for the chance to say, "What the fuck?"
Yes.
With Briar, yes. you would.
This is why Briar is not in control of the ship.
That wasn't a question. That was a statement.
Good.
As was mine.
You're learning. You're not here. I wave at the air. I can hear him haunting me.
I am always here.
I mean, if you want to hear my bullshit idea that was just gonna piss people off for the trip to Sarnath, I'm just like, let's just go to Silverton. It'll be safe. It's fine. Love you.
I'm so hurt. All right, well, fine.
You want?
Go with it on the ocean.
I asked. I'm assuming obviously Hammy's probably still standing here. Is there a way to get? There must be a way to send like letters, right, to Silverton? Like they take them
Yes,
probably on the
me.
ship.
I can do it literally whenever. Let's go.
I know you can do that, but I want to write one. I
Briar,
asked Tammy.
she lives underwater. The ink would run. Let's go.
That's There has to be some way they deliver messages. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to PC. Shut up for this.
I mean, yeah, we usually just send them magically.
I hate everyone. I leave.
I follow.
Or you can write it on a stone tablet.
Just keep walking away. I'm like, I fucking hate this place. God damn
There
it.
you go. You can chisel her a message, drop it in the ocean. The tide will take it to her.
Shut up. I also go and buy copious amounts of really sharp knives, and things I can use to help me file down my claws and deal with my new hair situation.
Sure.
Oh, I just figured that was how you were coping with your trauma, was just being more edgy than you.
No. Although actually having a bunch of knives on me will just look cool.
That is one way to look at it, yes.
Yep.
Mhm.
I also buy ways to carry all these knives on my person, like on like my waist and stuff, instead of just like in my bag. I
So
want
you
to
also
be
invest in
pointy
the bandolier.
everywhere. Yes. I'm going to be so sharp.
All right, I'd say
Remember,
all
your
in all your
personality
trip
isn't the only
costs
thing
you.
that's prickly.
So all in all, your trip costs you 15 gold.
Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
Most of that's for the belt.
Quick,
Totally fine.
quick question: have we made it known whether or not there's another potion merchant in this town, or is it literally just one?
You have not made it known. There is somebody that does know, though.
But it's not us, so we leave.
Yep.
Because essentially, for the sake of brevity, I was going to see if maybe there was a way of picking up maybe a couple healing potions while I was here.
Nope.
Last thing. For real
Can
this
I
time?
buy-
It fucking better
No,
be.
actually, it is actually, it's one of the things, I wrote it down, I've been wanting to do it a bunch of times, but then things happened and I had no memory. Leave me the fuck alone! Just because you guys are in a rush, fuck off! Can I buy a tarot deck here in High Gulf?
Tarot deck?
Yeah.
Doesn't
Have to be like the most fancy schmanciest, like, oh my god, wow, this thing is worth so much money. But I mean, like,
No. There wouldn't be anywhere that would have them.
wow. Alright. Okay.
All right.
I want to buy the stuff needed to make more Molotov cocktails. Done.
And we go.
What happened to last thing?
Well, I smushed them together. Leave me alone.
Have you never heard of Uncle from Jackie Chan Adventures? There's always one more thing.
Do not have the patience for this conversation. sir.
Yeah.
Alright, so what path were you guys taking again?
I don't even know
Just
anymore.
just to be clear?
Here, I'm just gonna draw it. I'm just gonna draw it.
Draw
Yeah.
it with an actual like marker. Or something.
Yeah, that's what he's doing.
Okay. Marker? What the fuck would I say? Pen.
It's a paintbrush.
Paint that.
There you go.
That's it.
Same diff.
There you go, Joe.
There we go. Okay.
Beautiful.
Nice.
Alright, so for the sake of brevity in your travels, you travel up the coastline.
We have
To
to
the
kill
castle.
Darcalion.
Yeah, we're doing that right before we're spending the rest of the day here. Like, first thing we're doing is icing
Okay.
Darcalion,
Alright,
and then we go.
so you ice Darcalion.
Wow.
I
Damn.
I don't get the RP this.
I mean, you can
Yeah.
if you want.
no. I feel like that's a moment. It's a momentous occasion and not just bullshit.
Yeah. We can do that.
It's very important to my character.
Correct.
So, before we start, he would pull Briar aside.
I hate you.
I know. So yeah, I don't know a easy way to say this, but since I can't kill myself, I'm gonna need you guys to do it, but you are currently the only one here that I trust. So I'm gonna have to ask you, and I hate to do this, but I'm gonna have to ask you to be the one to hold me under and help me drown.
What about you don't trust K2?
I did, but just the other day he and I were talking for a moment, and we told him you got your memories back, and he, in the middle of this conversation when I was talking to him, literally flew out the window to go talk to you. So it's like he just fucking left me high and dry. So that kind of bothered me a little bit. So I just feel better that it would be you instead of him.
I mean, of course I'll do it.
Thank you. I really appreciate that.
I'll make sure you come back.
Please do. Because no matter how fine I feel right now, or fine I seem right now, I'm absolutely terrified.
I don't say it often, but so am I.
And he will give you a big hug.
You beat me to it. We go in for the hug at the same time.
Nice. All right, let's get to this then. So I'm going to have them bind my hands and feet, because if I'm underwater or under liquid
Blood.
trying to drown, it's going to be a natural reaction for me to try and want to fight to get out, and I don't want to be able to actually succeed. So I want to have them bind my arms behind my back and my feet together, tied to my hands in some form so I can't do kicks, elbows, knees, punches, whatever.
Before we do all of that, Sardex asks if there's anything you don't want ruined by the blood on your person.
I would have given the book back to Briar right after the hug. So
You want
she
me to-
now has the cursed book back.
I sort of Briar points at her own face, like, do you want me to take the
Yeah, because the blood is going to seep into literally everything you own with you. So, like,
Yeah. That's gonna stain a lot of stuff.
and your mask will then continue to smell like blood.
Then he will strip down, leaving his mask on, and of course, at least something covering his midsection, like
got his undies
the
on?
underwear.
Okay.
Yeah.
You want to keep the mask on? I can hold it for you
Uh,
while you're in there.
I'm keeping the mask on until we're ready to do this, but we'll take it off right before I go in.
Okay.
Because I just don't want everybody to just constantly look at that, because it's just... Ugh. Probably bothers him more than it bothers anybody else. But yeah, he will get tied up, and he will get into the blood.
I sort of, oh, maybe doing a Darcalion's not a good idea. I turn to the group and I go, would somebody mind or not mind taking a small bite?
Salvix kind of just takes a gauntlet off.
I just realized, does this mean that Briar can't bite Kassam?
Actually, As you ask if you could take a bite of somebody, Darcalion will just tilt his head to the right.
Oh no, I'm not doing it to you. You're about to get into a vat of dragon blood, and I don't.
want to
We're not.
contaminate it.
We are not.
Safety.
We are not. We're
Safety.
not tempting fate.
Yeah.
Tempting fate here.
Yeah.
Fair
Yeah.
enough, but
Yeah.
just
There's
know,
already enough tomfoolery going on with drowning you in a vat of blood to remove a curse and bring you back in 10 days. Let's not add on to. Let's not pile more onto that.
Yeah.
and that's
Let's
fair.
not. Yeah, let's not add the risk that even just a slight bit of vampiric essence that might be remaining will fuck the ritual up.
That's fair,
yeah.
but do note that he kind of
He does offer.
He shows the gesture of he is willing.
I let him know it's okay. So
But Salvix would
yeah,
get.
right before I guess you get in. I take a chomp out of Salvix.
I don't think necessarily the damage is relevant unless you need it.
No, it's not. It's just so that I have my advantage on my strength checks and saves for holding Darcalion down.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm not the strongest. I guess if I get to use athletics, then it's better. But
I don't.
I mean, you have to be stronger than Kasama. You can.
Oh, are you?
12.
There's something I
She
can
is just as strong as me.
There is something I can do to help you, but I think you already have advantage because of the.
Yeah, this gives me advantage on strength and dex checks and saves.
Then yeah, what I do wouldn't help you. It might just extend it further, but.
Cool.
Well, not technically just as strong. I have 1 point higher, but it doesn't add to my bonus.
Yeah.
So
Correct.
And then I killed Darcalion.
and I guarantee you he is struggling when you hold him under.
Oh, I take the mask and then I killed Darcalion.
Yeah, I figured.
God.
It's not very often you'd get to be like, I kill my party member.
Yeah, intentionally.
Gotta seize these opportunities.
Yeah, and not even like, oh, I was gonna betray you guys the whole time. Like,
Yeah, it's an interesting feeling, isn't it, Tori?
Shut up, Mike.
God.
Two for two. Yeah. Do I
Yeah, both times it's been Tori's character.
listen? The first time, not in my own volition.
Yeah, and also you didn't succeed.
Fucking crocodile.
What?
Your homie was he an alligator? A crocodile? What was he? I can't remember anymore.
Oh.
The Robocroc.
Yeah, Robocroc.
Yeah, Sobek.
So
Well,
there it is.
yeah.
But
Not
yeah,
forcing
God,
us
do I
to
need to
like
roll
weapons.
to kill my friend?
No.
Oh, okay. Yay.
Yikes.
Oh, this got real depressing real fast.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's a somber first few days.
As soon as I can tell that he's gone, I make sure to get Thale to gentle repose his corpse so that we don't lose him.
Yes, repeatedly every day.
No, it extends it for 10.
Repose lasts for 10
Oh,
days.
that's right. So as long
So
as
we
he
have
does
to
that
do it.
one more
And I-
time
Love you too.
in those 10 days.
Love you too, Thale says as he makes sure your corpse doesn't decompose.
Wow. I never knew.
It's truly in moments with great emotion. Yeah, and travel we do.
Travel, you do. Be do. Alright. For the sake of brevity, I will skip your travel to the important parts.
Cool.
I have messages, but I will send them some other time. Okay.
I love how he says important parts. There's going to be so many.
Welcome to the open sea.
Yep.
God. The sea.
Welcome to Kassam's, like, best area to be in.
Before I reveal the first stop, is there anything anybody would like to do, /say, /converse about on your travels for the first 6 days?
I would just like to make it known that Briar does talk to Theol and will call him captain. I feel like this needs to be said, or else Joshua might blow a blood vessel.
I think for the first 6 days, it's just kind of like, "Ooh, we're traveling," and that happened right before we left.
Yeah.
Briar
Yeah,
spends
yeah.
a lot of her time just watching the pot.
Yeah. I feel like for the first day, it's just a very somber aura.
Mhm.
For Carl, at least.
Well, there is actually one thing
Crew, right?
that I would like
Yes.
to. Well,
Yeah.
Okay.
So there is one conversation that Theol wants to have with Briar
Oh,
in that
Jesus
first
Christ.
6 days.
All right,
Um,
here we go.
Basically, I'll do it. I'll actually do it. I'm not going to be lazy.
But good.
Briar.
Dale.
I had been meaning to.
I'm sorry,
ask
Captain Dale.
something- Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yes. As you have noticed, Demina is not your typical child. And I feel like you are someone who can relate to the idea of somewhat being different than those who surround you.
Are you calling me abnormal?
I'm calling you extra normal.
You're calling me basic?
No, the exact opposite, actually. Regardless.
Feels like you were
Believe the-
getting a. You were
The
moving
word
away
you're
from the
looking
point.
for is extraordinary.
I would like it a great deal if you could join Jamina and I for our training while we are at sea. I feel like it may be good for her to have someone less like myself to converse with. She needs a variety of perspectives to make it
She's
in
a strong
this
female
world.
figure in her life.
I was gonna say, like, what's wrong with Serenix 2 normal?
Serenix is a very free spirit.
That's one way of putting it.
Perhaps maybe freer than I am comfortable with when it comes to the care of my child. Well, not to say that there's anything wrong with being a free spirit, of course. There's lots to be gained from
Failed.
things such as that.
Drowning in his own.
He is grasping at straws.
Yeah.
I think you know what I mean.
Sorry, I'm just enjoying watching you try and figure it out. But yeah.
I'm not much of a conversationalist. But if you would be willing to join us and just talk with her about things, that would be grateful.
I will do it on the condition that, I guess, not that you can't be there, but that you're not always there.
I suppose that is doable, yes.
Obviously, if she wants you there, I'm not going to say no. But if you're not needed, you don't need to be there.
Yes, that is true. One too many knives spoils the Inquisition, as they say.
It's just like, no one says that, but okay.
Yeah, it's where I come from. It's not important.
Jesus, was this Inquisition Spanish?
What's Spanish?
Hey, Ryan, I think I've told. I'm pretty sure Thale has told Salvix that he, in his time with the or on the Shadow Plays, he worked as an inquisitor for the church. Anyways, but yes, I think that's perfectly agreeable. Yes, I can handle that. Anyway, I think now would be ample time to get started. Name. Demina comes out from his shadow and takes up her sword, and they begin their training for the day.
Right next to our dead companion and a vat of blood. Because that's where Briar is.
Well, we move further away from there.
It's
We
a
don't wanna-
reinforced bat.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying it in a way like, wow, guys, really bad
No,
place. It's just funny. It's like, all right, here we go, right here.
Well, we move a couple paces away. She's still a kid,
Yeah, I
so
know.
she's figuring out the swing. We don't want her to nick the barrel.
Yeah, next to a dead man and his mourning friend who he asked to kill him.
Yeah, it's like, man, I'm not in the state of mind to be doing this right now, but you know what? The distraction will be good. Which, growth! Past Briar would have just eaten somebody.
He doesn't need all this blood, right, Straw?
It's like, Briar's definitely thinking about the fact, like, what do you, just like, you don't need to get rid of the blood after he's done with it, right? Like,
just skim all the Darcalion bits off the top.
yeah,
That's
you know,
good.
just send it through a couple.
Strain it.
Yeah, strain it out a little bit, and you can get something. You know.
Oh, God.
She definitely licked the blood off of her hands after pulling her hands out from pushing Darcalion in.
Like a little guilty, but also like you have to know. You
But at
know?
the same time, it was also just like, I need this. Don't judge me.
Yeah. Like there's a little bit of guilt, but also like, fuck it. Yeah, I get it.
And I need something to numb the pain I feel inside. Ooh, blood.
Yay! Oh, yay!
For the first session, Briar doesn't exactly help out with the combat part. She's kind of like, this seems fine. Thale seems to have this on lock and kind of just watches until either discussion happens, maybe with Davina or whatever, even if it's just like a she's around kind of thing. Maybe she points out things every now and then, but she's not like standing up, like actively participating. Because she's on pot watch.
Hot watch.
Which is something that she makes sure there is always someone watching the pot. Always.
Fair.
If ever it ends up being a crew member who ends up on pot watch, and she catches them asleep on pot watch, it does not end well for the crew member.
K2 spends pot watch painting the outside of the pot.
Food. Serenix just takes the first few days to talk bullshit, or just in general with everybody.
Yep.
Just get used to being on floaty ship again.
Well, Briar is also seasick occasionally. She is not a boat person.
Listen, she's a fucking smith. She's just Who thinks
Oh,
like
yeah.
this all the time?
Oh yeah, no.
K2 leans into the sea travel a little too much.
You join
That
Kasam
makes
and
sense.
actually being a sailor.
Yeah, but like he keeps on like tying knots wrong, and
Oh,
like
no.
you keep seeing him like just kind of like hanging off the side of the ship by the rigging. And it's like, don't do that.
Don't fall in.
yeah. Multiple occasions where Salvix is just like, I appreciate your enthusiasm. Please stop
But
getting in the
don't.
way.
Imagine they just like yank him back onto the boat. Like, no.
Yeah. Several times.
Serious word
where
takes it
he's
as
bored.
I'm not allowed to do that, so you can't do that. He got yelled at for it the first time.
Yeah, I don't think anything else important is going to happen in the next 6 days.
Nestor, what were you saying?
I just said you would be Kasam would be joining you in the fact of reacclimating himself to the sea
Nice.
as a sailor. Especially now that I could fly and not have to climb rigging again.
Mood.
I suppose at some point this wouldn't be a bad time to do this either. Theal would approach K2 as well. Maybe while he's busy tying knots incorrectly or something. I don't know. He seems a little less preoccupied.
He's just reading a book on pot watch.
But yeah, you would approach K2 and just ask him, so I don't particularly know too much about you yet. I know you are a purveyor of the magical arts. How did you come upon these abilities? Was it something you were born with, or are you a wizard of sorts? Did you learn these things?
Oh, that's funny. No, wizards wish they were me.
Ah, so you're a sorcerer then.
Of a sort.
Interesting. That doesn't necessarily preclude you from learning new magics, though, does it?
Oh no, I've actually studied the wizarding arts. Took a few bardic lessons. I
That's really interesting.
find that I actually I've got my fingers in a lot of different pots.
Well,
As I poke
unless-
Darcalion's pot.
I hate you. You get that feeling back from beyond the grave.
I can respect that, you know. One must find ways to keep oneself busy. The people of my homeland, we have a collective of sorts for more magically gifted folk, and they are often in the business of creating new spellcrafts and things of that nature. And I was just wondering if maybe you had any sort of interest in maybe learning some of the magics from my homeland.
I would be very interested.
Excellent. I would love to teach you now, but unfortunately I can't. You must be introduced to the Manus Collectum before I'm allowed to share any of our more delicate works with you. But should we find a time and a manner in which we could visit my home, I would be more than happy to introduce you to the right people and get you on your way. Don't worry, it doesn't come with any necessary religious affiliation.
You come from the shadow plane, right?
Oh, yes, I do, yes.
There's like a long pause as K2 decides whether or not he should tell him or not.
This is a long look between you and the shadow.
You know, that sounds very interesting. I haven't dabbled a lot in traveling to other planes, mostly because I've been very focused on this world. But who knows? If I live a long enough life, I'll definitely want to expand out across the veil.
We'd be happy to have you. Yeah, until such a time arises, I suppose we'll just have to keep an eye on one another.
Sounds like a plan.
Same thing. I'll kind of clasp his hands together, motion of prayer, and give K2 a bow, and then take off.
Yeah, and once Veil is gone, K2 says, probably for the best. He might think it's like some kind of sacrilege. And his shadow just shrugs.
Alright, anything else for anybody in the first 6 days?
Nothing that specific.
Nothing I can think of at this moment.
I ask everybody 5 days in if they feel like turning around. I just got a bad feeling about this next day of travel.
Oh,
Nah.
sounds
Alright, what are we
excited.
into day 6?
Yeah, I'm kidding. Let's go.
Day 6, the party is right here.
Whoa!
Oh,
You
good.
Nice.
pull up, you can see off to the left side, whatever that ends up being in nautical terms, I don't give a shit.
West?
Yeah. To the west. I mean, that's
We
put it that way.
Oh, are you talking about like relative to the ship? So it'd be
Yeah.
port?
relative to the ship, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Day 6! To
Day
the left
6,
we see.
yeah.
Port
You
side.
see a fairly large castle with a tower in the middle of it. And it's quiet. Like there's no activity that you can see there. The only person that can really make anything out, well, 2 people. So Fail, actually probably Serenix too. Because Serenix has Observant, right? Or was that just Rava?
Is it everybody with like at least 20 perception?
I don't
Yeah.
even fucking
Passive.
remember anymore.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Just Rava.
Okay. So then, yeah, anybody that has passive perception of 20.
So
Uh,
fail and myself then.
Yep.
What's passive again? It's
10
Perception
plus.
plus 10. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, damn, 17.
Yeah, I'm at 18.
You can see from the tower is a large flowing mass of hair.
The
What
fuck?
on earth?
what the fuck, man?
I'm sorry, is this fucking Rapunzel? What is
Yes.
happening?
Yes, this is the fucking
Yes,
Rapunzel
it is
one.
apparently.
Oh my god.
I don't want to know.
I would, I guess, turn to whoever is nearest to me on the ship deck at the moment and be like, do you see that?
I see that.
It's
I'm concerned.
rather disgusting.
It's a lot of hair.
Yes.
Ugh. I am deeply uncomfortable.
What the fuck?
I would go to Salvix and ask him if he has any knowledge of this.
No.
He was-
I know little about the mainland.
What do we know about this place again in particular?
I don't think, as a group, we know anything.
The only person who knew anything was honestly Ashramir, who had the deed.
And even then, it was just that it exists.
Yeah.
Yeah, we never actually went to go check it out.
Right. All we know is that like the people that owned it died on the road and were killed
Yep.
by vampires.
Oh,
Allegedly.
right! It's these people!
Yeah.
I can't say I'm not curious. Fuck! But I feel like, for some reason, Salvix and Dale would get really mad if we stop.
It's almost
Just
as
those,
if you could-
just those two in particular, I don't know.
Let's roll back to 45 minutes ago when she says, I don't want anything to happen before we take off, and Darcalion's still dead. 45 minutes later, I want to go to this island, really.
Listen, can't keep a curious kid down, alright?
Yeah, you also don't see anywhere to put the
Yeah.
boat, so
Yeah.
there's no dock here.
Yeah.
Alright, well, we put a pin in that one for when we come back.
There was already a pin in that one.
Now it's a
Literally.
pin with an asterisk.
Yeah. All right.
Now there's two pins.
You travel for a couple more days, getting here, and partway through the day here, anybody that is awake and alive,
Darn.
at just after noon, so like 12:30, you feel the boat get rocked.
Okay.
Okay.
I put a hand on the pot.
Is there a way to?
I would
I
instruct
lost my words, I'm
Demina
sorry.
to get into my shadow.
Look over, see anything?
Yeah, you look over. Go ahead and make a perception check.
I forgot to say this at the beginning of the voyage, but every day K2 would cast water breathing on the entire party.
Oh, neat.
Okay.
Actually, that's gonna make it even easier for me. Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Fuck. Okay. I'm just gonna leave this permanently on for the rest of my fucking existence then. Okay. Oh, that one's good. Okay. Okay. I think I'm. Is this... I'm not gonna lie. Does this need to be on disadvantage, babe? I don't remember.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, you're. It's been 6 days, so your curse is done. You're
Oh,
madness.
did it? Cool. I didn't know if there was a timeline on mine or not. I was just rolling with. I'm forever stuck in this.
Yeah, sorry. Yours was 70 hours, and it has definitely been that. Yes.
Ah,
Sorry.
Okay. Okay. Anyways.
Yeah. You glance over the side of the ship, and are very easily able to distinguish a very, very large form moving under the ship. Can't tell what it is, but
It's there.
Damn. With a 29, she can't tell what it is?
It might be she's not familiar with what lives in the ocean.
That's fair.
I can see a thing. I just don't know what the fuck it is.
Cyrenix, not really a sailing type.
Can she at least like make out like details? Like, is it scaly, hairy,
It's scaled.
fish-like? Okay.
I would hope something that presumably lives underwater isn't covered in hair. That feels wrong.
I don't know, man. It might be amphibious.
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean,
No,
whales are technically mammals. It could just be a very hairy whale.
A woolly whale.
Woolly whale.
Haven't you ever heard of the Amazonian fur frog?
Oh, God.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're making that up or not, and I hope you are.
I'm just gonna
Oh.
be dead for this.
Anyways,
I'll investigate further since it is now known that there's water breathing. See what kind of creature just passed
Are
us
you-
by.
You're undead. Does he even technically need to breathe because he's undead?
Not technically.
are you saying you jump off of the ship into the water to see what it is?
I can fly and I can speak to beasts and monstrosities.
And he's
Can
also
you travel as fast as the boat can?
he's incorporeal. He can fly through the water.
Mhm.
Technically, yeah.
He could just
Yeah,
be
but-
at the bottom of the boat and stick his head through the bottom of the boat.
Yeah,
I
that's-
just wanted
okay,
to
yeah,
confirm
that's true.
What's happening?
just sort of take a look around underneath the water, be like, what the fuck was it? And if it is a creature, try to speak with it, be like, hey, what you up to?
You stick your head through the bottom of the boat. You see the gargantuan form of a large scaled creature. That looks like a mix between. Basically, you just wanted to pick this.
It's a mix between a human, a dragon, and an octopus.
I mean, kinda.
God damn it!
I hate that.
Well, yeah, I'm describing a very specific entity.
Yeah, it's not Cthulhu.
Good. Don't crib that from me, bitch.
Yeah, stick the head through and reaction upon seeing it would first be like, try to speak to it, like, hey,
It's
hello, what
the
you up to?
easiest way to describe this thing is this one is more like a dragon, but it has like an ecosystem on its back, like a whole coral.
Oh,
Reef,
it's more like a It's more like a world turtle than around.
Yeah, but it very much resembles a dragon.
It's serpentine.
Like, oh,
Makes sense since it's
Hmm.
under the water, not floating on top of the water.
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
Wait, is it turtles all the way down? Is that turtle on top of another turtle? That's on top of another turtle? That's on top of
It's
another
not a
turtle?
turtle. Stop
would
it.
I have heard anything about this from being on the sea?
This one, no.
What kind of dragon? Are we still talking like European with wings, or more like Asian?
European with
Northeastern?
wings.
Okay, so it's still okay. That's weird. Okay.
This
Yeah,
has definitely
Sarah,
never
it's
come
just
up in
kinda
any
like
of my
looks-
beastly studies.
Sees, just like slow looks at him. Just, why the fuck did I agree to do this again? I don't like the water.
Looks to who?
This is I put it in our Discord. That's what it looks
That's
like.
Oh, damn.
big, and that's a lot of.
Oh, it's just a Namiel. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
It's so cute.
Gonna poke my head through the top of the deck and be like, "This is this thing's big and draconic."
Could bite our ship in half.
And it's
Yes.
not bothering us, so we
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, let's just leave it be.
I mean, As someone who's been around a lot of sailors and been on the waves for a while, would I have any possible way to know anything about a creature such as this?
Yeah, what I just asked.
Well, yeah, but they're different contexts.
Yeah, pirate legends go a little different than Sarnathi tales.
Yeah.
Make a history check.
Oh, good. This is not gonna go.
I'll give you advantage.
I still have a +0. Okay.
Boom.
Yeah, I guess based on massive, draconic, and not immediately hostile, I guess would probably be like the three keywords there that might give me anything.
Yeah. So you don't know what this thing is called, but you have heard that sightings of it typically are followed by a string of good luck.
Oh,
Great. K2 gets more luck.
This is a momentous
Yeah.
boon on our voyage.
I'm guessing there's not necessarily anything else relating that I would know about then.
What's that?
I'm guessing there's not anything else relating to it that I would know about.
No.
Like, it doesn't necessarily seem, it's not necessarily like hostile or anything like that.
No,
Like,
anybody that has stories of it just describes it as a very docile creature.
Yeah, okay, it just exists.
Yeah.
It's just big, so it moves stuff.
Yeah. I'm unaware of any formal name for the creature, but it is a boon of providence for those who encounter it, so.
oh. Well, excellent.
Yes. It's also not dangerous. The entity is massive and therefore moves things in its wake, but there's no ill will. At least in the encounters I've heard of.
Well, that is truly a blessing.
Yes.
I like how they put a boat in the picture.
Yeah, for scale.
They put 2 boats in there for scale.
Or is the banana?
Oh, it's there too.
It's just
Probably just
on
gotta
one of the
zoom in.
ships, obviously.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
About that point, this point in travel also, is when Serenix does start to get more anxious. And that's definitely when she starts doing, like, leather's good? Do they need repaired? Do they need fixed? To basically anyone who decides to interact with her. Brother gets forced upon it because, of course, but yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. You guys travel for a few more days.
Yeah, this is...
So day 10 puts you here.
Okay.
Oh, bringing Darcalion back right as we approach the fucking cursed area? Ah, that's fitting.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Question is, will it be actually Darcalion you bring back?
Hush, you.
What would it be?
Oh, just the ghost of like an ancient Sarnathi king or something.
Oh
Fine.
boy, oh boy. I make sure that the night previous to day 10, I had Thale. I slept near the pot. I also made Thale take his rest at the pot.
I would have recast Gentle Repose on day 5. That was
Doesn't
my
matter.
plan.
You're at the pot.
Yeah, fair.
Anytime you're like, she'll just keep like, Captain Thale, Captain Thale, Captain Thale, Captain Thale, Captain Thale.
Like a
She'll
child.
annoy you into it.
God.
Like, he's
Listen.
not going to rise any faster if you interrupt my sleep. I will perform my duties, as I agreed to. Let me sleep in my bed. I won't sleep as long as you do anyway. I'll be back up here before you're awake.
I have a picture that Briar is like doing like the dog curl around the pot because she's part Shasuva now.
As much of it as she can.
Alright. Day 10
Oh.
comes around. I'm gonna bring him
She's
back.
getting her sleep.
Yeah, daytime comes around. It has been 10 days since he drowned. As you approach the rumored haunted docks of Sarnath's former life.
K2 shows up with an illusion that makes him look horribly disfigured as if we got into a huge battle while he was dead.
Jesus Christ.
Anybody else want to make this trip a bit more interesting?
And do what? Look like a bunch of haunted ghost pirates?
We'll make Darcalion think the trip was more interesting, I guess. Is what I
What?
mean.
I think he's going through enough.
And Brian
Say,
wonders why I trusted her and not
I
K2.
was literally about to be like,
No,
come take a seat. We need to have a talk.
there's a reason I didn't
Yeah.
say anything when you said you don't trust K2. It's completely warranted. I totally get it.
At the mention of the idea, Demina does jump out of Thale's shadow. She's like, me.
Mike doesn't like characters to be trusted. Not once have I seen a character he's played that I could trust. Maybe Yormund.
Leaf was trustworthy. He had a specific code. It's just that the party often acted outside that code. And by party, I mean Omri.
Shut up. I knew
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
coming the
yeah.
moment.
Especially the last time that he tried to have her act by that.
Yeah.
Listen,
Or maybe that was the only time she really followed it.
So, anyways. Bring the man back.
Yep. I would take out the diamond dust and pull Darcalion from the vat, as I assume he would rather not be in the vat when he wakes up.
you might want to resurrect him in the vat.
I make Domina a peg leg, so it looks like she lost her leg in the voyage.
I thought you were about to
She's
say
like,
during
she's
the
like
war.
running around the vat like super duper fast.
How good is the illusion? Does it make like the sound of wood against wood when it hits the ground?
Oh no, it's a real peg leg. I can only cast
Oh!
illusions on myself.
Oh, gotcha. So yeah, just footstep.
Wow.
Rattling around.
Regardless of whether or not I take him out, I will at least open up the vat and cut his binds.
Yeah, I want to remove the Shibari.
It's fine, but I think
He's
for the
been
sake,
down this whole time. His hands are gonna be so bloated.
well, they have to, He'll be fine.
Oh no!
He's dead. He's fine.
I'm sure you can fix it. You've got the regeneration thing. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. And then I'd revive
No.
Darcalion, I guess, in the blood as to not cause an argument.
His head above.
Clearly, from how I look, I can't regenerate anymore.
Oh my god.
Oh, yeah, you make an excellent point. All right.
How far do you intend to go with this?
Before K2 could say anything, Briar's just like, far. Doesn't even look at him. She just knows.
I mean, fair. At least he wasn't gonna do what I was gonna do, which was do a whole "Welcome to the Afterlife" bit.
We would have
Yeah,
met him in the afterlife.
I was gonna say, you were dead before he died.
That's also true. Resurrection!
So yeah, let's not make this look at
Yeah, there's just a particular expression on Salvix's face, but he doesn't say anything.
Alright, yeah. I revive Darcalion, and then as soon as I know he's alive, I will then pull him out of the blood.
Alright, yeah, you cast Revivify, consuming your 300 gold worth of diamond dust. And Darcalion, you are back to life.
Hooray!
Ah.
You hear a giant breath.
Well, after you cough up all the blood anyway.
Yeah.
True.
Smacking you on the back to help.
Yeah. Small breath, aggressive hacking.
Welcome back to the world of the living, K2 says from his wheelchair.
He looks over to where that voice came from and says, "Oh, nice improvement."
Damn.
Davina just runs up behind K2 and she's just like, I lost my leg.
Lovely performance.
Quality childhood acting. Gonna
That's
make it
my
far in
leg.
Hollywood.
Do you feel any different, Darcalion?
Yeah. Did it work?
Oh, yes. Yeah, he's right there.
I don't feel any different, Josh.
The boat. I mean, not the
Nope.
boat. We are the boat.
Yeah, the book. I was gonna say after I make sure after Darcalion seems stable, I will wipe off the blood and take out the book, open it up to his page.
Alright. Open it up to his page, and inside you see everything is crossed out, and it says this curse has been lifted, not listed.
Listed.
It's been
It's
listed.
already listed!
Been listed.
This curse is under review.
Son of a bitch. They took me out 20 minutes too early.
Yeah.
I also double checked that in his curse being lifted, that there is not another one now listed. Nothing changed else in the book.
Correct.
Yeah.
So, if I have this written down right, we only have one curse left in here, right?
Relands.
Yeah.
I mean, we technically lost his face curse, right?
I mean, yeah,
Well,
there's
that's
still
not a
technically
family
one
one.
left.
That's not a family curse, though.
Oh,
That's
that's
a
true.
that's
that's
a
a
Darcalion specific issue.
I
What was
forgot it a book
Reeland's?
of family curses.
What was Reeland's
He's
family curse?
cursed by an elder being of pure chaos that believes all things should be automated, and cursed by killing God.
Why do I not remember this? Holy shit.
Yeah, I don't
remember
remember
that
this
either.
at all. What?
It happened
written
like at the
down.
very start of the campaign.
Yeah, it was a long time ago because We're like, does it have something? Originally, I think we were like Scarecrow.
Yeah, that's what we
Because the
thought.
scarecrows were quote unquote,
And
alive.
also
So
we're
we're like,
acting semi-chaotically, yeah.
so we originally thought it was that, but then that obviously didn't.
I'm
turn out good.
surprised he didn't react like a bit more strongly when I got my robot companion.
I think, no, that probably his curse has to do with his lineage. I don't think anyone here would know this, but Josh and Mike, but
Oh, it's from your old character, his ancestor. Got it.
yeah, my last character in one of Doyle's campaigns was a distant ancestor of Reland's, and he had an arm that was a magical construct because he lost his arm and his heart when his village was invaded by evil constructs. And so he hated them and he hunted them.
The curse of the Luddite.
But yeah, so that's the only one we have now, right? In the book, Josh? Nothing else is popped up?
I believe so, yeah, that sounds right.
Okay, cool. Wow, look at us go.
Yeah!
Woo!
I think I'm gonna rest a little bit and get my strength back before I try it doing anything.
And
Yeah,
hey,
I've been,
dude, you want to
dead for over a week, so.
press to digitate all the blood off?
I step out of my illusionary wheelchair and take my costume off and say, yeah, I'll clean you up. I'm also going to cast Regenerate on him because he's at 1 hit point coming back from Revivify.
Fair.
Yep.
So it'll just get you back up to full, and there we go.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
I give you back your mask.
He doesn't put it on yet.
Wow.
Real quick question. Does Regenerate do anything to his face?
No.
Okay. I didn't know if it would,
I knew the answer to that.
Well, I didn't know if it was like a
Like,
temporary
start
thing.
and then
Like start and then like suddenly the
slough
like,
off.
Yeah.
It tries and then just kind of no. Briar's side-eyeing the vat of blood.
Yeah.
It's a waste.
really going to drink that, are you?
I mean,
Ignore that.
seems
I
wasteful.
I know he didn't rot because obviously,
Yeah.
but there was a corpse in there for 10 days.
The fucking.
I've drank blood out of corpses before.
I forget how big this vat is, so I don't. I know there's a.
Submerge a man.
No, yeah, I know there's a lot in there. It's.
If you are gonna drink from it, at least use a cup. Don't dunk your head in.
Bobbing for apples, but
But just fully mouth open to get the blood and come back up. Yeah. I don't suppose it would be known what type of dragon this blood came from. Is it?
I haven't had enough dragon blood to tell you that. However, I will take some, not drink it, but I will vial add to my collection.
Here we go again.
Yeah.
Now selling Darcalion's bathwater.
Oh
Yep.
god.
Basically.
If you want, I can experiment with the blood and see which elements it reacts to, and then we can deduce from there what dragon it could have been.
Perfect. K2 and I do science for the rest of the
That
book.
may not
Chemistry.
be a bad idea. It's dragon blood is not easy to come by, as I'm sure you all are aware.
It may still be useful.
Mm-hmm.
Even in Sarnath, dragons are not common.
Mm-hmm.
Dragon blood can be used in a variety of potent applications. An amount of this quality can fetch quite the amount of coin
Agreed.
to the right sellers. Although I doubt any of them would be looking to buy the vat wholesale.
Mm-hmm.
But knowing what specific dragon it comes from can help refine that. So,
Well, I am proficient with alchemist tools, so I can help you.
if that is what the two of you want to spend your time doing, I'm not opposed to it.
I
Be
mean,
valuable on all fronts.
another way to fill time.
Mm.
Correct. Salix just heads up to the top deck and just looks out over the Widow's Walk.
Yeah. Easy enough.
Mm.
So we do science. What type of drag is this?
It reacts to acid.
Oh, that's surprising. That was like the one that I thought it wouldn't be, because like Darcalion would have like just dissolved.
You'd think, right?
Weird.
I mean, the blood in and of itself isn't necessarily as caustic as the rest of the bodily secretions of an acidic dragon.
Well, that definitely gives us our answer, because there's only one type of dragon that has acid blood. What?
There's one. Only greens have poison,
Oh, that's
but
right. It's only
it's
one
black
is
and
poison.
copper.
That's right.
Yeah. Black
Okay.
and coppers are both acidic.
That's right. I forgot. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
3 fire, 1 poison. Everything.
Correct.
Else 2. That's what
Yeah.
it is.
Yep. Of the main dragon elements.
Right.
During our fun science time, I also ask K2, specifically Helper Bot,
Helper. Yep.
yep, if Helper can help me come up with a way to make my auto lighting Molotov cocktail system.
Okay.
I take the assist all the help I can get.
I mean, Helper is a helper. He's not one that like.
I'm using him as a sounding board.
Right, like he can like once you got like the invention figured out, like he can like fabricate it for you, but like he wouldn't be able to figure out how to make the mechanism work. That's something you gotta figure out, and then you give him the blueprints.
Oh yeah, no, I know Helper
okay.
can't do it. I'm more just he's there for moral support.
Oh, okay.
He's a tiny, adorable little helper.
Yeah.
His name is Helper.
Yes,
He
it
helps.
is. He helps.
In all ways, even the mental.
Oh my god.
I love Helper.
Run therapeutic subroutine.
I guess I asked K2 to help me too.
Yeah. Of course.
While we're waiting for things to like bubble and boil in the fucking
Yeah, like in between just fucking learning about more like ship stuff and like talking to like Salvix and Tyrannix about like what to expect in Sarnath, like definitely like just finding stuff to fill your day. He would definitely help with that.
woohoo.
All right, just for my own sanity, you're trying to do what?
I'm trying to make like a contraption system thing that will allow my Molotov cocktails to effectively kind of like be lit as I probably say like pull them off something so that I could throw them and light them in the same like action.
Basically, she wants a match striker strip for her Molotov, so she doesn't have to
Yeah.
use an action to light them, and then also an action to throw them.
It feels really strange at level 18 to require 12
Two
seconds
actions.
to throw.
Something that does like 2d8 or like 2d6
Yeah.
damage. Yeah.
Yeah,
It feels.
I'd say it's easy enough to do it. Like you guys could come up with that in the span of a couple hours.
Cool. I then use Helper to help me make it if possible.
Yeah, easy enough.
Yay!
Yeah, it's not a complex thing by any means. So.
All right.
Even though it's still technically more efficient to just hit things with your weapons.
Yes, but sometimes if I need to throw a Molotov cocktail at something else, not in a combat situation,
True,
I can't do it on the fly.
True. Yeah, I'll tell you that. Yeah, there are instances where it's useful even outside of combat. Fair enough.
Yeah, I will refrain. I should definitely not do this on the boat. Yeah, I won't do this on the boat.
Please do
will
not
wait.
test it on the boat.
No, I'm gonna wait to make my extra boom boom
Extra, yeah.
Molotov cocktails
Yeah,
once we're
still
off the
refrain.
ship.
Yes, please still refrain from doing that. I don't want to have to explain why his prize ship was sunken.
Yep. And then my free time is spent hanging out with not so much Theol. I'm really not there for Theol at all. Really just there for the kid.
Yeah. Hang out with Demina and Tail is there, I guess.
Not all, but sometimes I'm
And-
just like, shoot.
You try to extend an olive branch to a person, you know?
Oh, I accepted the olive branch. It's just that I
It
took
just
it and
came
I
with
gave it to your...
stipulations. Yeah.
I took the branch from you and then pointed it at your kid.
Jesus.
And then I spent time hanging out with Darcalion, filing my super sharp nails into super sharp points, filing down the toenail situation because that's probably way too long,
Yeah.
and dealing with my more than normal amount of body hair. Briar is just more high maintenance. That's it.
Yeah, I guess through like the rest of the travels, so that her anxiety doesn't fucking kill her. At some point, Xernex will just start talking to her like, "Hey, what are you expecting to find? What do you want to go there for? What do you think is still there at the I can't think of what the fuck the place is called, but either way, the place you want to go in the old cell. Ooh, I'm gonna stop there.
Where he used to live.
Thank you.
Oh, yes. The settlement was called Cinderford. It's been all but razed now. I don't expect to find much if I'm being honest, but my master, he left behind an artwork that was precious to him. He would like me to retrieve it for him. It was a painting of his wife and himself together, around the time that the settlement was first developed. And I would like to bring that back to him.
Neat. Cool. Neat. Cool.
Yes. And also, I've been tasked with making sure that the gateway that we had left to travel between the material and shadow planes is still inoperable as we left it. I'm doubting that that's how the few that have made their way to my homeland managed to do so, but nonetheless, I must be sure.
Fair, so you're just going for the one picture and make sure a thing is still broken.
Well, that's what I hope to accomplish in Old Sarnath, but I have a greater purpose. My real reason for being on the material plane, actually. Treasures precious to my deity that were stolen from her when Cinder Ford was taken from us, and she would see that I would return those to her. And so I'm duty bound to retrieve these items for her and return them to her care.
Fair.
Also, I suppose there is one other thing.
Hmm.
I have spent the greater part of the last century searching the mainland for a certain person who took something of great import from me.
Ooh, what do
My
you take?
master, my master, when I left to serve my term here on the material plane, entrusted me with a weapon of great value to him, one that he had carried since he was my age. And one night I was accosted by a drunken swordsman who refused to take no for an answer when he challenged me to a duel. I believed in myself and my ability to overcome him, but I was mistaken. In truth, I probably underestimated him due to his drunkenness, but I think that was what he was expecting, and he took advantage of me. And when I was all but dead, he plucked my master's weapon from my body, and then he left. And I have not seen him again since.
So you got fucked up by underestimating a drunk dude who then stole your shit and you want it back.
Yes.
Alright, solid, fair.
As I've said, I couldn't find him anywhere, or really any trace of him on the mainland, but I'm hoping that means that he has taken his leave here somewhere. He looked human, but there was something extra about him.
Well, if he
Well,
looks human, he's gonna get a lot of attention on Sarnath. So,
yes. If he were a human, and just an ordinary human, he'd certainly be dead by now, but I get the feeling he isn't. I get the feeling he's still skulking about somewhere. Sorry, I've lost myself in my memories.
I know absolutely nothing about you guys, and it's kind of nice to know at least something.
Yeah, I'm glad I could share that with you.
I'm glad you were willing to share it with me then. She will also definitely, in the meantime, show small child. I know they're not very small, but like small child bits and bobs of shit she's made, how to do things like with leatherworking, just if she's curious, and just look at this pointy thing I want to make when we get there.
Oh, she's very curious. She listens
Oh.
very intently to everything you have to say.
She definitely lets her fuck around with cutting spare parts of like leather that she had no actual use for. It's like, yeah, have fun. Don't cut yourself too deep. Have fun. Be safe.
Mhm.
All
I don't
right.
think too much really happened other than Darcalion coming back. So
Mm-hmm. So Alex, as you look over the Widow's Walk, it's quiet since it's the middle of the day.
He's just kind of standing there, just kind of spear at the side. Just it's part just like casual observation, part reverence for all the people who died there. Probably just kind of stands there, roughly at least with it in some level of sight until we move beyond it.
Mm-hmm.
Serenix makes a point to not look at it because it makes her super uncomfortable because she hates that it's haunted as fuck.
Yeah. Alright. A few days later, you guys would begin passing by the island that Cosmodule is on.
Mm-hmm.
And you notice that it's very quiet. You see a couple of ships, a couple warships near the island itself. And that's it. It's not like a full naval fiasco going on around here. You don't even hear shots being fired from cannons. It's very quiet for what's supposed to be a war.
Is it almost too quiet?
I would say it's too quiet for what would be considered a war.
Perhaps the conflict has passed.
Perhaps the conflict has gone cold?
Do not know. I have been at sea for the better part of 2 weeks.
And as you've mentioned, the Sarnathi Navy is mighty. I would not be surprised if they had claimed Cosmodule.
No,
Could
would
be
I.
a case of. Could be a case of either side waiting for one to take the other shot.
You also cannot see the other side of the island.
Gotcha.
Oh yeah, true. It could be the mainland is on the other side, and it's just a small war going on land.
There doesn't seem to be like any. Yeah, there's like no major naval presence, at least on this backside.
Correct, yeah, you see a couple of ships.
But I guess I wouldn't necessarily be able to see it. But Thale, Kassan, do you note any movement on the island, at least on this end?
Take a hard look if I can. See if I can see anything.
You see some figures moving around, but everybody's... From the distance you're at, it looks as if everybody is walking. There's no haste being made.
Okay. There's no active conflict, at least on the island itself.
Correct. Yeah, the island's about a mile away, so... It's hard to make out, but you could tell from this distance if there was something going on.
Right.
The movement seems very lax, very tame at the moment, at least.
Yeah, I guess kind of just gather everyone, get like all position for now. Kind of gather everyone. Just well, it doesn't necessarily seem the island is particularly populated at the current moment. If you wanted to explore, now might be the best opportunity. We can't guarantee anything further.
Well, when opportunity strikes, one should take it.
I'm thinking so as well. Does anybody here know the Dwarvish language?
I don't
Or
know that I've seen
have-
it in some time.
Or have magic in order to translate it?
I actually, I know
Hard
Dwarvish.
look to K2.
I can understand it. I just can't speak it.
I doubt there will be any spoken Dwarvish. It would probably be inscribed in the walls.
Yeah,
I cannot
I
read
know
it.
Dwarvish.
I can only speak it.
Alright. This place, as I made mention before, was a dwarven hold. I do not know what lays within. I only know what I have been told from one who lived. I do not know if things have changed since then. But I have faith enough that we'll be able to endure whatever might lie within. Does anybody have any misgivings about exploring, or shall we continue forward?
I mean, I'm all for exploring, but are we just gonna roll up to like the dock, or are we gonna like anchor down nearby and make our way to shore, or what's the plan of attack here?
There is no dock on the island.
Oh, okay. There's no dock. Got it. I assumed all the warships were kind of like near like whatever harbor was the island was connected to, but
Nope. Yeah, they're just close to the island.
got it. Okay.
We will want to anchor away from the warships and attempt to approach from a different angle.
Perhaps the northern side.
Well, I guess orientation-wise, the warships are like further up here, yeah?
There are a couple sprinkled along the coast.
Gotcha.
So,
It's
Yeah,
almost
not-
like a blockade.
Almost, but with a bunch of holes in it.
Perhaps. Where does it seem like? I guess in that case, it doesn't seem like people are congregating in any one place.
Correct. They're spread out across the eastern side of this small island.
Simply keeping a perimeter, I'm sure.
Yes, they are.
Well, let's slip past their ships. We can find a place to get ashore, anchor off of that place, and check out the island.
Yes. I may only hope that neither Cernix nor myself will be recognized.
Are you that infamous that random soldiers would recognize you?
I am uncertain. We have operated as though it may be possible. For caution's sake. I do not necessarily think that it will be likely, nor do I think that even if it is such a case that they will necessarily seek to impede us, but I am uncertain.
Never know until we get there. Until then, well, we must, well, and even after, we must tread lightly.
Correct.
Alright, let's make for the shoreline then.
Yes.
Way
All right.
to go.
As you guys turn to head toward the island, you make it, say, about 1,000 feet.
Mm-hmm.
And the warship that's closest to you, which is still a good distance away, shoots off a flare into the air.
Indicating?
Is it
You would know that the flare indicates that they've spotted something that they need to look into.
Gotcha. Okay, so it's not a distress flare or a fire on site flare. It's a hey, something's happening flare.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
At which point you would notice that the people that are on the shores begin moving quickly.
Like
Back
what
on
do you mean,
the
like,
ships.
quickly, like coming back, or
Not necessarily coming back, but they're scrambling around on the land at a
Mobilizing.
fast pace. Yes. You can see as you're approaching the island, they are moving to basically intercept you when you reach the shore.
Mm-hmm.
oh,
Yeah, they're not shooting at you because you have a Sarnathi flag.
Correct.
Should we
Wanna
signal
keep
some
going?
form of response?
No, not yet.
Wait for interception.
Correct.
Around now, they're just gonna think the worst. So
Correct. So continue forward and come what may.
Alright. I assume you guys anchor down at some point, get into one
Correct.
of the smaller boats, and head to shore.
Correct.
Alright. You approach the shore on your small raft, basically. It's not a raft, it's a small boat. But
Yeah. Shore boat.
yeah. And you are met by a very heavily armored individual that has what appears to be a shield strapped to each arm, covering up and above their head.
okay,
Moving your
Innovative.
hands free.
love an innovative king. Okay,
Would I be familiar with this individual with my time in the Navy, or is this someone who came after mine?
You would know who this is, not by their name. This is the de facto general of the Sarnathi Navy.
The Admiral?
Yeah, Admiral, sorry.
Oh no.
Well,
this is a shit show. Okay,
there's still a possibility they don't necessarily know, because, mind you, all that...
he does look very different.
Well, all that
Most
Salvix...
people in Sarnath know who this is.
Well, as far as they know us. But, like, most of what Salvix and Serenix do are on the mainland. The Navy doesn't really have a whole lot of control on the in New Sarnath. Because there ain't no boats.
Oh yeah, no. My concern more comes from if he's here meeting with us, like that feels
Yeah.
serious.
Oh yeah, no, it is. Yeah.
Mhm. Right.
But we came this far, so
Yeah.
we got to deal with it.
Oh yeah, there's no running now.
Nope.
And I'm guessing this is a more recent admiral than when I was in the Navy. Well, Salvix was in the
Yeah,
Navy
you know.
up to 5 years ago.
Yeah, this would be more recent.
Oh, so there has been a recent change.
Yeah.
Uh,
The last one disappeared under mysterious circumstances.
gotcha.
Ooh, mysterious circumstances.
I assume you had nothing to do with those mysterious circumstances.
Oh fuck no.
No. No, we don't deal with the Navy.
Yeah, you dock, and they come over and just stand right on the edge of the ship. And they take their helmet off, revealing a gold dragonborn. And she says to you, "Why are you here?" "You're not part of my fleet."
No. Didn't see anything else going on, so we thought we'd see the island.
How dire is the situation with the mainland, Admiral?
Very. The island is not open for tourists.
Excellent. Understand that we have been dispatched by the Sarnathi government to seek the location of some sort of artifact that may lay within the ruins of the island.
I assume you carry proof of this.
No proof was dispensed to us on account of, should the mainland recover it, they would know and therefore redouble their assault. It was a ruling that I too questioned, Admiral, but the Council assured that this would be authorized. The fact that you have not heard of this concerns me gravely.
Make a deception check.
Okay.
I believe.
I know.
Hold on. Well, shit, no. I won't be able to do anything.
Yeah. What I have to help me with charisma checks does not help me with this because it's not technically an assistance to my holy cause. Okay.
Ah!
Yeah. I'm not terribly surprised. I don't have fantastic deception, I have fantastic persuasion.
Authorized or not, they should give you paperwork before stepping into such a dangerous territory. And furthermore, they shouldn't be sending anybody when we're on the brink of war.
Yes.
So if you truly must be here at this time, go back, obtain the proper paperwork, make sure it is signed and approved, and then you may return. And I recommend doing so when I'm not here.
Understood, Admiral. Selvigt will give a formal salute and return back to the ship. Or I guess we're still on the ship, so.
We'll turn our asses around, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, easy enough.
Once they get like far enough out that she can't hear, so it's just that was a really good try. But damn that fucking gold-plated cunt. Yeah.
No consideration, that could have ended much worse for us.
Could have. Were it the former Admiral, I would like to have more of a chance to sweet talk my way in. I'm unfamiliar with this one. She entered the Admiralty after my service was concluded.
Concluded.
All things in due time. We will make our way there eventually.
Yes.
Even if we have to sneak in under the cover of night.
Oh, no, bad idea.
If we were to do so, we'd have to do so under more covert means.
Oh.
Smaller boat. Potentially cover of night, but strangely enough, the best time to attempt to make landfall would be during conflict.
Quick, somebody shoot a cannon.
Who said that?
Tom Eric.
Tom Eric.
Wait, is he still here? Did he ever leave?
I assume
he left. He left.
Yeah, I was like, I assume he's not here, but the way that Josh said it, I would not have been surprised if it had been. Tom
I don't
Eric.
think anyone would have been. It's kind of
No.
like eggs just kind of fucking appearing. He just exists.
Yeah, Tom Eric is our eggs of this run. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I guess return to the ship.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Damn.
he's an attempt, so let's just.
Yes, that was certainly an attempt.
I didn't think you'd lead to straight lying, though. I love it.
I had little other recourse. I had no proof otherwise to dictate another purpose.
I don't say I guess. I just say I like it.
If it's possible, we could acquire the proper documentation, though not through proper means. I'll have to speak with Pond when we get back to the encampment.
Yeah. Have a fun time with that one, I think.
I'm sure. I'm sure amongst his contacts there are at least a half dozen forgers. Whether or not the quality or not, I have yet to know.
There's not. I would be solely disappointed in him. He has so much things. And he doesn't have a single forger? Sad.
It's not a question of if he has a single forger, it's more a question of if he has a single forger of enough quality to fool a shrewd admiral.
Man only does quality.
Fair. Suppose we'll head on one then.
Alright, as you guys begin to make your way to continue your journey, that's where we'll end for tonight.
Okay.
Sounds good. So I will end the recording here. So thank you guys for watching, and we will catch you next week.
Bye-bye!
Bye-bye now. Bye-bye. 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 Bye-bye.